What's up, y'all? It's Lisa Smith taking over to Kudakan real quick. I've been going through some personal things, which is one reason why I ain't been on here. You ain't seen me in the comments. But I'm just back to see how y'all doing. Hope y'all been doing all right. I caught a couple of the replays, been listening to them. I see y'all been, I missed a couple of things and I missed a couple of people on here. I got things to say, things not to say. But I ain't gonna be on here all night like Reek. I don't got time for that shit. Um, just here to drop a little. I don't know what to say. Not drop a little, but just to see how y'all been doing. Shot ain't on here with me tonight. Hopefully he goes in. So let's say we got 3 people in here. Who's in here? Say what's up, y'all. What's up, Maurice Miller? You listen often, first time commenting, or you just in here to be in here? I know Reek doesn't like silence, but normally listen to y'all in the mornings. Oh, okay. So what do you like about Tuku the Khan? Maurice, that's a good question. Why do you listen and why do you like it? Or, why do you tune in? I know I like tuning in when I can because of the different viewpoints people have and, what they can take and give to Reek's channel. Personally, I feel like some of y'all be saying shit, but really don't be saying shit. Sometimes y'all say what they don't say on the news. That's true. That's them. I say a little bit of here and there and not a lot. I just speak my mind a lot. Just like it's me, I'm getting ready to speak my mind right now. I'm tired of going on live every damn day for over a fucking hour. I don't have time to be sitting around listening to a live for an hour and 50 minutes, hour and 45 minutes. One of the fucking lives was like 3 fucking hours. Get the fuck out of here. I can't do that. I listen to it in sections. I ain't got time. I'm trying to get to this money, not listen to a live. Sorry, Reek. Just saying. Not trying to be mean, Reek. That's just 3 hour live. I'm telling the truth. And who was that dude on here that one day? You ever come to Austin? Nope. The furthest south I've been in Texas is Dallas. And there's a place outside of Dallas that I went to. Give me a minute. I want to say what is that? It's a little town. How is it sacrilegious? I'm just being honest. I can't sit on a live for 3 hours. I gotta make money, take naps, and all other type of stuff. And get back to that. I did listen to the replay. Don't ever get it twisted. But that's the furthest south I've been in Texas. I do want to visit Houston and I actually want to go to El Paso. I know that's kind of weird, right? So it says 3 people. Who else is in here? Sacrilegious. Just telling the truth. Not really. Not really what, Maurice? I do like Texas a whole lot. I also like oh, you from Louisiana though. Oh, okay. I've never been to Louisiana. I know some people that are from like the border of Houston and Louisiana. I want to say what is that town called? It's a real country. It's like right on the border, East Louisiana and Texas. The town you name? Oh, Dallas. I actually like Dallas. My favorite place in Texas is Dallas. Oh, El Paso, or is that what you was talking about? I like Texas because it's like big, but it's like real cool. Like it's kind of laid back, and it is the South, but people ain't country. Like if you was to go to like no disrespect to anybody like Mississippi or Alabama, like in that aspect, no disrespect to you, Williams, but Alabama and Mississippi is country as hell. Texas is in the South, but it's not fucking country like that. So that's what I'd be saying. How can I? How? Oh, ignore me. You from Louisiana. Who else is in here? Says we got three people. And I missed the back to what I was saying that live though, when it was with that mellow dude, Enrique, and that one dude who I all I know is that is gonna be one of my favorite lives. It was on the ninth where dude was just like going on his own little tangent, talking about he was a celebrity and can he speak and made a little speech and all this other stuff. That was one of the funniest lives I ain't heard in a minute. Where is Williams? I'm surprised he ain't jumped in here. I seen Larry been in here a lot recently. Who else be in here a lot? I'm really trying to think. Oh yeah, I would like to visit El Paso because it's like right on the border. And they said it's real laid back down there. I ain't never been down there. They said it's like it's like really country, but it's not country. Then you say I had issue with a replay that I had. I had issue with a couple of your replays. It was too damn long. It was like almost 4 hours. Like, Reek, people can't be like, we appreciate the conversations and stuff like that. But a person like me that's always on the get go, I can't be having my phone with me for 3 fucking hours. What up, Shad? I can't do it. I can't do it, fam. Four fucking hours. I can't do it. You burning up my phone. I'll be on the move. Sometimes I don't have my charger with me. Like, I can't do it. Sorry. Monroe, Louisiana. I know some people from what's going down. Ain't shit going down, I'm telling you. I told Reek I hop on here real quick, and then I'm gonna jump off. I ain't gonna be on this mug for 2-3 hours. Know what someone said? Hey, if you like Too Cool to Con, hit the like button. Please, we're only at one like right now. I ain't that. Oh my God, what's up, Larry? What's up, Shy? Let's go. Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't see. You don't hear me though. You see Shy, but you don't. You don't hear me though, Larry. Right? People said a lot. We ain't getting into that, Reek. You. We ain't getting into that. I guess nobody sees her. What's up, Larry? You know, I was about to get kind of in my feelings. Like, why ain't Larry speak to me though? It's like been a minute. Pop back up on your ass. Yeah, Monroe, Louisiana. I know some people from there. And I think that's like on the borderline, right? Some shit like that. But El Paso, I definitely want to go there. Kind of weird. But as a whole, I like Texas. So, what is the top of the discussion today? Y'all really came in to say, because I told Rick I ain't going to be on this motherfucker for too long. I got things I got to fucking do. So, any type of topic y'all want to talk about, let it out. I know I still ain't seen Williams yet. Maybe he chilling. This is that. Man, but see, that's the thing though. That motherfucker, I believe, was a plant from the get go. Like, look how quick he infiltrated the music scene. He was always starting beefs with people, and then always getting away scot free, or they could never catch him. You can't tell me that nigga was not a plant from the get go, and now he's snitching on all people. And that's the thing. That's what happens when people let outsiders in without doing their due diligence and background on motherfuckers. So sorry, I don't feel sorry. Look at the motherfucker. Anyways, fake ass Mexican, like rainbow colored hair, fucking stupid ass, and people believing he was down with the culture. Get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all dumbasses get for just fucking with somebody off of the strength that they got some money and they some type of rapper or whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. Right, rainbow bright head ass. Get the fuck out of here. That's what they get. That's why if you gonna do some dirt, do it by yourself. This nigga in there, he telling like he reading a story to a baby at night. And people just surprised. Motherfuckers who are really about that life, you'll see. But most people that run their mouth like they're gonna do something when the shit hits the fan and the rubber meets the road, when it's time to stand up and be a woman or a man about it, motherfuckers fold up like a cardboard box that an appliance in your kitchen came in. People fold up so quick like a house of cards. They fall every time. Here you go with your bullshit, Reek. She taking calls. Yeah, I'm taking calls, but I'm not gonna be on this bitch all night. I got things to fucking do. You better call that dude, whatever his name was that was on here. Y'all lucky I can't remember. Topic, keeping your word. Speak on it, Larry. What do you mean by keeping your word? Let's transition to not only keeping your word, let's transition into people being upfront, period, about their words. So you don't even have to question if they honest or not. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. But if I say I'm this and I'm that, then you can't believe me, right? No, you can get me started, but I'm not gonna be on here long. So that's that. If y'all want to have them 2-3 hour lives, I'm the wrong motherfucker to talk to. So speak on it, Larry. You said people keeping their word. Speak on it. Okay, dead air. I know Reek doesn't like that, but I was waiting for somebody to say something. Let me know what's up. So we all know what's going on. Reek on this. Yeah, call Larry. I ain't talked to Larry in a minute. I don't think have we ever been on a live together, Larry? Talking wise? Can't relate. I'll be calling you soon, Lo. Calling soon. Just standing by your word. Did you have a situation where someone wasn't standing by their word, Larry? Or they said they was going to do something, or they said something, they did the opposite? That's why I don't put too much faith in people, and I'm just being honest. I don't put a lot of faith in people. Because a lot of time when you put so much faith in people, they let you down. And then you get disappointed. The only person I really put faith in is myself. Can't get mad if you don't expect nothing out of anybody for them to have any type of sense or not let you down. Not really what? You good on you. What you mean, Larry? I'm good on me. You good? What you mean? Like you good like all that, or you good like you gotta oh, you good on your word? So you basically saying other people ain't good on their word. I understand that completely. I'm calling you right now, Lo. Larry, what's up? What's up? Nothing much. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, you doing the same thing too. I ain't doing anything. See, where your boy at? Cadillac. Where your boy Cadillac at?
Don't start that shit, Lo, because you gonna talk that motherfucker up, and he gonna roll his ass in here talking shit like he always do.
He was cool, though, man. He been cool, man. He talked about some real shit, dog, what he thought, man. No, I'm just talking about the standing on your word, dog. And what you say you're going to do, you're going to do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of women out here, man, that say they're going to do this and they say they're going to do that. But at the same time, they be doing this stuff.
See, I see what you're saying. Hold on. Oh, you gotta turn down your music a little bit, just a little bit, Larry.
That's a UPK shit.
Okay.
You know, I don't need none of that.
But no, and see, a lot of people say they about their word and they really don't be, and then you got motherfuckers who do really be about their word. So I think sometimes you gotta.
Hold on, baby girl. Hold on, babe. I don't want to cut you off about that. What up, Rick, dog? This is show and everything, dog. But go ahead, babe.
I was just saying, some people you just gotta. Some people you just. I'm not saying test people, but a lot of times a person will let you know how they really move without them really saying. You just got to watch their actions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then if their actions match up, then you should be good. But then sometimes some people are good actors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I done been in that situation a couple of times. But a lot of times you could tell by how a person moves.
But you know what I know too, though?
What's
a
up?
lot of these people, man, you know what I'm saying? They have different agendas too.
Hell yeah.
For their situations or whatever, you know what I'm saying? and try to keep you in the crowd. Like a lot of people, they don't even like to work for a woman. I worked for a woman for about like 5 years and shit, man. And then I used to go back in. And I used to watch how niggas was talking about her. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, like when it's Christmas time and you know what I'm saying, like fucking Thanksgiving, Christmas time, New Year's, and all that type of shit, holiday, she'd bring me the money back. You know what I'm saying? And her fucking peoples, you know what I'm saying, work there too. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. That's
Yeah, so you can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you can't always count a woman out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of niggas do, man. They don't even be knowing though what it's really about though.
speak
You
on it,
know, they
Larry.
want, yeah, they a lot of people be trying to be, you know what I'm saying, thinking, oh, this woman's supposed to do this and do that. Okay, that's cool. You know, if a woman doing something for you, man, that's all right. And if a woman ain't, that's cool too. But at the same time, if you a man, you always supposed to be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have your shit right. You know? But at the same time, like, you know, if you ain't got your shit right, ain't no woman trying to coach you to be a fucking grown ass man when you a little kid. Women ain't on that shit no more, right?
You right. I'm not gonna deal with no. Y'all know I've had this conversation before, and that's how me and
Right.
Cadillac got into it. I'm not here to take care of no motherfucker. Like I got a child. That's the only person I'm taking care of. I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Like we can build together, but me building you up, no, I don't fucking think so. I'm not your mammy. Like I said before, I'm not. That ain't my motherfucking job. And some men, not all, do get intimidated by females like me who know how to
That's
get
my,
money on their
yeah,
own.
that's what I was saying. Yup, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? That's some old bullshit. You can't get mad. Niggas get mad because a woman the bread make. You know what I'm saying? It used to be niggas and all that shit. And then back in the day, you know, it was something different. But you know, times changed and everything changed. So how you gonna get mad at a woman for doing what she do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, man, keep y'all niggas from being dead, though. If you fuck with the right one, some of them, you know what I'm saying, don't even give a fuck. You feel me?
I do. And see that's and see that's the thing, like it's hard because it's like you got some men that got
Yeah.
a mindset that's like, okay, I'm cool with, you know, us breaking bread together, and then some are I'm cool with you making majority of bread, and some dudes like don't care. I and see
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. Somebody just commented. I think it says drain. I don't know. Media ain't no man intimidated. I didn't say all men. I said some men are intimidated by women that make money. And Sir Lord Choice Keith said, makes me think your name makes me think of 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia, Sir Lord Choice Keith. Um, yeah, some men are still bread makers. I know that I make my own money. Like, and I've said it before in the past lives before, and when I went on and made videos that I was breaking bread with my child's father, so it wasn't like a big deal. But excuse me, you meet some men out here who don't like that, and then you got some men that don't like the way I speak, but that's just how I am because of the type of woman I am, the type of personality I have. Doesn't mean that I can't be in quotation marks tamed. It's just that's how I am. It's not nothing that I just have a, I would say, a boisterous
No,
personality.
you just have aggressive aura. That's all. You know what
And
I'm saying? You just have an aggressive aura about yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, a lot of niggas get scared of that shit. They get talking crazy. That's how you know it.
system was built to take the man away from the home. If you're talking about the current system called like the way the American standard is, yeah. But if you go to other countries and other continents outside of America, it's a collective, and people believe in the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village, period, to raise a family. It's better to be a village than just to be one person. But if you're talking about how America is, oh yeah, that design was to take the male out of family. But if you go outside of the country, outside of the continent, it's totally different. Where you have multiple generations of families living under one roof and everybody's contributing to a goal. Here, it's not like that. A lot of us are products of our environment. I know I'm a product of my environment, and I can be honest and say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're put into certain situations where we have to, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's make break. It's about, you do this or starve. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait on the next motherfucker to provide for you. You got to provide for yourself.
Exactly.
So I don't, if you're talking about here, yeah, but not all around the world. No one outside the country went through Jim Crow, mass incarceration, crack era, let alone slavery. Correct. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying outside the country. And the thing about it is, it's more long than it's more than just what we're shown. That's the thing. Like,
hold on. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Go ahead. Top it up with it.
Yeah, men are still recovering, but men aren't the only ones that are still recovering. Women are recovering too, because you got to look at it as a whole, like from that standpoint. You also look at that a lot of us don't even know our true genealogy or our true history, because before slavery, can you connect to where your ancestors came from? A lot of us can only go back 3-4 generations, and then we come to a dead end because of slavery, or we come back to lost records. Like, and I can say, for instance, personally, I'm not gonna get all into it, but when I get to a certain point and me tracing back my genealogy, the courthouse where they were housed all the birth records was burnt down in 1935. So how do I know what we got now is true? If the courthouse was burnt down. So if I go to look for, let's say, let's say I go to look for my great granddad's. So the independent woman wave is not real. Like, what do you mean? Elaborate, and then I'll continue speaking on what I was speaking on. So if I go back and say I want to look at where my great great granddad came from, I can't find anything, because one, he was most likely a slave, or they can't find the records because nobody knows. You got to go through census, and a lot of times people knew their name but didn't know where they were born. Couldn't they could tell you, but they couldn't write it out, or was mispronounced or misspelled wrong. So a lot of us here in America, we can't trace back our roots as far as we like, and then we come to a dead end.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole number was done on our community as a whole, because past slavery, they don't give us our history before slavery. It's just, boom, we were dropped here and that's it.
And at the same time, listen, you drop a Jew. A lot of motherfuckers, man, niggas, they don't like to take that type of advice or listen to a woman, though. See what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, though. See what I'm saying? See everything you saying?
Thank you, Larry. But see, the thing about it is, I'm gonna get to what you said, media. It's a I'm letting y'all know tonight, I'm not for the shit. I will hang the fuck up. I'm dead motherfucking serious. If I'm not in the motherfucking mood, Reek, I will hang this motherfucking phone up. Because I haven't had no choice but to be independent because of certain situations in my life. The woman independent wave, I believe it. How was it a setup? Like, please elaborate. back to what I was saying before about going past your
Yeah.
roots. We were,
You was getting it.
a lot of us are like, we can't go past slavery because of the way this system is set up, where it's like they don't want you to know your history and you can't really get back to where you are from. We really like, for instance, let's say like black people that are from the Caribbean. They got their own culture that they come to America with. You know what I'm saying? Because us versus the people from the Caribbean, they weren't set free technically like we were, like written in laws. They took their freedom from the white man. That's why the Haitians are still kind of looked down upon, which they really shouldn't be, because they killed the people that tried to enslave them. You can Google that. Like, it's in a lot of ways there is division. What you say, Larry?
I just had a, I just had a, I had another woman came back from the Caribbean about a year ago, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they took her fucking clothes down.
Wow. What do you know what part she was from?
Yeah, no, I can't necessarily say, but it was funny though, cause I cracked jokes, you know what I'm saying, with her about it and shit. I'm like, hey, they probably could wear your clothes and shit. Look, Amazon bitches and all types of shit probably wear your clothes. And she, you know what I'm saying? She was alright, dog. You know, it wasn't no, it wasn't no sleaze bag and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Going over there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a nice woman, dog. You know, but that shit was funny as fuck, dog. Then she was like, the nigga and shit was asking her, you know what I'm saying, what you trying to do or whatever. So I was like, shit, don't tell that nigga go and shoot you that money.
Larry, you a mess. Let me reply to media. I'm saying independent women is like a car with no wheels. Men and women need to be together. I'm not disagreeing with you. Yet what I'm saying is, there has to be balance. I agree with that. There's the thing about it is, what's going on in society today is you looking at the symptoms of a disease. Nobody's trying to get to what is causing the disease. There's many symptoms of a one big disease, and if once you get into to what is causing the disease and how you can treat it,
That's good.
then you can fix it. Polygamy is the answer. Why do you feel like polygamy is the answer? Because women outnumber men? And you're saying a monogamy is not natural? Is that what you're saying? Can you please elaborate? Because what I feel like, if you believe in polygamy, then I feel like then you should be able to support every woman that you're with and her children as well. So if you have 4 women and each woman has 2 kids, that's 8 kids. So you should be able to provide for 9 people physically, emotionally, and financially. So as a man, you feel like you can support 9 people. In this society, in this society, let me finish, Larry. In this society, you cannot do that because we don't have time or the resources, and that's where having a village comes into play. If you have a village behind you, then polygamy can work. But in the American system, polygamy cannot work because you need to have a job to support 9 people or a hustle to support 9 people. You can't give 9 people equal amount of time. There's no way in hell you can do that. Now, if you had a village behind you, you can.
Call in, nigga. You got a text.
Why can't we bring the money together on the same table? I'm not saying we can't, but in the way you're having to set up, the man is supposed to be the provider. or whatnot. I'm saying for an example. I'm saying for an example. I didn't say, I'm saying for example, 9 is just, it was an example. Let's say 6 people. Well, let's say 2 people. That's what I'm saying. And the way this society is, you cannot, in American society, polygamy does not work. You need to be able to give everybody the same amount of time, the same amount of affection to get everything through. In order, and it doesn't work unless you have a village. And the way American society is set up, it doesn't support a village. We live in a society that's about me, 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 me.
Yeah.
It's not about a village.
Mm-hmm. And the man, like she said, them old school ways up.
Shut up. I didn't say it's not old school, Larry. What I'm saying is, in American society, you can't do that. It's not set up. The way the structure system is, the way the work system is set up, it's not. So would you please explain to me where will that work? Because first, before you start throwing out polygamy, you need to talk about the disease of why it won't work. Why it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
It will work if you have a village. It's not gonna work because one, we live in a society right now where
it don't work because there's niggas be on that Molly and shit. They be tripping out. They be on all that other bullshit. Can't get their mind right. You gotta get your mind right, brother.
Not even get your mind right. It's you got to think about as society as a whole. That polygamy is more like village work. And correct me if you feel like I'm wrong, but polygamy, let's say shut up. It's you and 2 other women, right? And let's say that's 3 of y'all, and y'all all working to, I guess, to make a village. We'll say that. So you guys all put your resources together. So how can you guarantee that you can spend the same amount of time with one woman that you can spend with the other woman so she doesn't get jealous? Or feel like you're spending more time with the other woman?
Because I'm the man.
Okay, you make 50 grand, I make 50 grand, and the other makes 50 grand. That's $150,000 a year. Correct. Okay, so with that so then you have to think about where you're going to live. You got to think about food. You got to think about transportation. You got to think about putting money up. Who's going to put the money up? Where are you going to keep the money up? How are you going to know that you can trust the person that you're giving the money to, that she's going to save it and not run off?
Shit.
I didn't say anything was wrong. I didn't say anything was wrong with that. Go ahead, Larry.
I'm gonna put the money. I'm gonna put the money up. And we all gonna put the money up though, for real.
Contract. So then, but see, you're talking about polygamy, which is ain't
nobody gonna steal nothing.
Hold on, Larry. You're talking about polygamy, which is ancient. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you there, but then you're talking about contracts, and contracts are man-made. So you're bringing in a man-made thing into something that's not man-made. So you have a contract, but see, in American society, you can't have a contract like that if you're trying to have because legally you can't be married to more than one person. So one person has to be your legal wife, and the other one can be like a business partner. Marriage contract is really a business. If you study the origin of marriage in American society, it was about ownership. That's why the woman takes the man's last name, because she was seen as the man's property. That's why back in the day when white women, because black women, unless there's some other things going on, if she had property and she could bring things to the value, then she was considered more valuable than a woman who had nothing. That's why a woman takes a man's last name, because she's considered as a man's property. That's all marriage is in American society is a contract, is a business contract between two people. And it is a business. Yet, if you're looking at polygamy as a business aspect and not looking at it as a family, trying to establish a family and trying to establish a village, then you're doing it for two different reasons. Because you can't, in a business, you got to be business minded. When you're trying to start a family, you're trying to think about your legacy and your generations and the people to come after you. You trying to set them up, right? I agree.
It's all about elevation. If you can't elevate, brother, you can't demonstrate.
Look at Larry. Okay, Larry, I hear you. Constitutions lets us contract all we want. You're right, but then again, the Constitution, you can't. Again, you're going back. You started with polygamy, but you're talking about the Constitution, where you cannot be married to more than one person. That's considered bigamy. Larry, I can turn your thing on, Larry. I can hear myself in the background.
I got two platforms right now.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
He said, Reek, I'm telling you, Reek. You know, I will. My nerves are y'all stepping on my nerves tonight already, because. Elaborate on what you mean, Sir Keith, before I get an attitude. Because I already know the game. I don't need someone to teach me shit. I already know the game. Like I said before, when I was on multiple lives with Sean and I've been on by myself, I said from the get-go, I'm looking for somebody to...
Hold on. I'll be back in a minute, man. I got to do something. Go do your thing.
Okay. I'm looking for somebody to build with, and right now I ain't found nobody. So it's just me by myself hustling, taking care of my child, and I deal with my child's father from time to time, but I'm straight. I don't know what info. Elaborate on what info I don't know, media. Apologize. I'm honest. I'm a headstrong woman, so I'll listen, but I'm gonna always have a rebuttal. That's just how I am. Actually, Sir Lord Keith, I'm not heated. I was just trying to get you to elaborate. Y'all know when I'm heated, because I'll let you know when I'm heated.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, Larry.
I'm gonna go in these streets in a minute. I'm gonna cut the fuck out.
I know it's a Saturday night. That's why I told Reek I ain't gonna be on here long.
Yeah. But no, on the real though, you talking real shit now. I can always do it, man. You know, I don't
go with this
shit. Want some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, if niggas got something to say, man, hit their number up, man.
Tell them they call in. I don't have a problem talking to anybody. I really don't. Right, and I'm not sorry, Larry. I'm not disagreeing with y'all. What I'm saying is you got to understand certain things they're not going to let you, and I'm not saying I'm putting limitation on anybody, but you got to understand where we are and how things run and what they will let you do and what they will not let you do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be some spy around, somebody who's going to tell on you, and you can't trust everybody.
Exactly.
Every black movement has been infiltrated by the enemy. Look it up, Google it. I'm just being honest. And until we actually, like I said before, talk about the disease We're only addressing the symptoms. If you're not trying to correct the disease, then what's the point?
Right. You right.
There's power in economics, and I agree with you on that. But you got to get all of us on the same page. And it's very hard to get all of us on the same page when we don't even all believe and agree in the same thing. We are not a collective. And really, to be honest, we've never really been a collective because before we was transported here, we were in different tribes. So naturally, we'll trust each other. But okay, so what do you feel the disease is? How are you correcting disease? You have to
Right.
understand that a lot of us rather would
Somebody called in.
we all believe one money. Money I would say is
Money is money, man.
money is a symptom. I don't think money is
we
the
don't.
disease. Before
We
you
don't.
but a lot of us don't have knowledge of self. Number 1, we don't even know who we are. That's what I was getting back to with us talking about
Yeah.
how can we connect to our roots. A lot of us don't even know. A lot of us don't even know
That's like you
ourselves.
first get it, brother.
What you say,
At the
Larry?
end of the day, if you ain't got a plan, bro, you lose that money, homie. That's what money is. Ain't nothing but
We got to
good.
build a nation within this nation and move as a unit. I definitely agree, but see, that's the problem. We when that happens, we always get infiltrated by somebody. History is our greatest asset on telling us what's gonna. History always repeats itself because you have people who are dumb, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's the truth. You're always gonna have somebody who don't see the bigger picture.
At least for that.
What's up?
What you think about my little homie dog?
Who?
I don't even know that nigga, man.
Who?
That cable. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about Mello?
Yeah,
Man, Larry, don't start that shit. Larry, you ain't shit.
you already told me one time.
Larry, you ain't shit.
You already told me shit, dog, but you already said it, dog. You know what I'm saying earlier, dog, when we talking on live, dog.
He
Like, don't even bring that shit up,
he
dog.
needs
But,
Mello needs a hug, and
man,
he needs a hug, and he needs to. I'm not gonna go there on that young man because if he come back on here
right, that's what
crying,
I said, man.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna address you in a minute, media. Let me finish talking to Larry. I'm not gonna talk about that young man. What I will say is the root of that situation is that he has problems with his mother, and a lot of men that have problems with their mother can't have healthy relationships with women. So they go, so the love that he's looking for from his mama, he goes and tries and finds it with these ratchet ass bitches. You know how the bitch was when you started fucking with her, and you knew she was a rat ass bitch, but you still tried to decide to move the way you move with her and then get mad. So you can't get mad at a bitch for being a bitch. If you know that bitch was a bitch, you make that bitch break bread. Period. If you know she's a rat ass bitch and you know that she's gonna fuck this nigga, but she's coming back to you, you play that bitch for the type of bitch she is. Period. You can't get mad and get caught up in what a bitch is, because a bitch is a bitch. Period. And this is coming from a female. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from a woman. If you know she a rat ass bitch, you know what you need to do. Make that bitch break bread. You don't ever put no trust and no love in a bitch. Period.
Uh-huh.
That's where that motherfucker messed up at. And you can call in anytime, Mello. It's Rick knows during the summertime, I'm free. Wintertime is get money season. Call in if you don't like what I'm saying. I'm sorry, it's the truth. And this
Yeah,
is coming from a woman. I'm telling you, you don't never let a female break you down to where you feel like you disappointed and you losing whatever he said with himself. She's a bitch. You knew the bitch was a rat. How you gonna get mad because she a rat?
oh, that's my nigga.
How you gonna get mad at a rat for being a rat? Make that bitch break bread and keep it moving. If the bitch wasn't breaking bread, keep it moving. Why you even start fucking with her in the first place? That's what I'm saying. If you knew she was a rat, why are you even upset? That's like you getting mad. I'm just saying. That's like you getting mad at a snake for biting you. That's the snake's nature to bite you. Be mad at yourself because you fell for it.
Talking about they talking about fly nigga summer shit.
Man, you know what, Larry? Shut up.
Fly summer shit. Hey, get that shit up out of
Okay,
here.
I will say this. Mellow is not a good look. Cause I went to your channel and I seen your little video. It's not a good look. And that's all I'm gonna say. You need to erase some of them videos. No disrespect to you. You need to erase some of them videos. Let me get back to media. One family at a time, one block. Right. And Choice Keith, I will say this. We definitely got, and see, that's the problem. We definitely got to be strapped. But see, then we're put in the position that if you in the, and that's the good thing. If you in the South, the gun laws are way more lax in the South than they are if you come up north. Up north, you going through major paperwork to own a gun. Down south, they letting you own guns. Up north is totally different. But if you stay, and I can't really get into it on here because the people is listening.
Call in, nigga.
Larry, I love you, Larry. You gotta. I can't really get into. I can't.
When I was in your town, nigga, all the business you got.
Mello is in Ohio, but he's not in Cleveland. He is in Ohio. You gotta ask Rick.
I don't give a fuck where he at, dog. If he's part of these, it's close.
You gotta ask Rick, but he's in Ohio. I know that.
I ain't in the grand. I ain't in the grand. I ain't internet thuggy. For real, nigga.
But
we can meet up, dog. What's your language about, homie?
The thing about it is, Keith, I don't. Are you in the South, Sir Lloyd Keith? Because your name makes me think of 3-6 Mafia off tops. But if you're in the South, it's totally different than if you are in the North. And I really can't get into it, like I said, because the people is listening. But if you trying to make moves when it comes to being strapped, it's easier in the South than it is up North. And really quiet as it's kept, they don't like to talk about it. In certain parts of the South, we outnumber white folks, but they don't like to talk about that. So it's easier to take over in certain areas in the country than it is in other places. And if you go outside of the United States, white people are the minority, but you wouldn't know that if you look on television. They make it seem like they're everywhere. They are everywhere. But we outnumber them. Choices in Milwaukee. Oh, okay, Milltown. All right. I got some people over there.
Milwaukee, yes.
But yeah, you got to look at it like What's up, Larry?
I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Be like on some whole different shit between, I'm saying this and that, but really, I really don't give a fuck. Because I'm chilling. You know, I'm about to be out the house. I'm about to keep doing me. You know what I'm saying? So, these things crazy that out here.
I know.
Yeah, I know too. So I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't know that. Nigga, you don't want to listen to them. Just like Will said. You know what I'm saying? Just like a whole bunch of niggas trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying, man? You gotta listen. Ain't nobody trying to barge you or that like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Man, you gotta listen, man. Ain't nobody. What it do, man?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going, Lisa? Greetings.
Okay, who is this?
It's Choice.
Oh, okay. Larry, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you out of Milwaukee?
Yes, sir. My nigga got a lot of knowledge right now. I'm like,
Okay, so so I was listening to a replay, and correct me if I'm wrong or not. You in Milwaukee, but you're originally from Chicago, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I know who this is. All right. I heard you on one of the replays. I don't know which day it was. I was I was
He was on. He was on with me.
okay. I was on.
He was on with me, and then he was on last night.
Okay, cool. Last night I was busy, tied up last night.
Hey, hold on, I'm sorry. Hey, who was me?
I heard one of your one of the
No, I'm saying, who was that right there?
Oh, that's Larry. That's Larry.
This is Loud 455. What's going on, little man? What's up with it? Maybe the one you cooling, right? You cooling. Cooling, right? Yeah, Lisa Smith on now. This her thing, dog.
No, it's and no, it's a collect.
Yeah, already, I heard you. I just want to say what's up. I didn't know who he was. He ain't type shit. Yeah, it ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, listen to the women. Okay. Well, go ahead, keep taking that game.
No,
I'm in the corner.
I know, no, I'm.
You on, brother.
I was just talking, and I seen people came in, and I was talking to media. I don't know how to say the first part, and then Larry brought up our friend Mello, who was on here the other night, and I spoke on that situation, and I know he called in because he does listen, and this is not my channel. Reek lets me take over from time to time, and I told and I was listening to what he said, and I don't proclaim to be anybody but me. Yet me and him are around the same age range, I should say. I'm older than 30, but I'm under 35. And I said, if you listen to him, and he tells you the type of relationship he has with his parents, especially his mother, you can kind of see where all of that's coming from. And that's no knock to him, and that's no disrespect. When someone doesn't have a good relationship, it plays out in the rest of their life with one of their parents. And it does come down to the type of decisions they make. And the way he was coming off didn't look real good. So I just said my little piece, and I left it alone. And if he calls in when I'm not on here, I can have a rebuttal. Then he shouldn't be putting himself in situations that he can't handle. The game ain't for everybody. And then media said, we make a 2-year run and the 3 of us reconsider the agreement. Okay.
Yeah. We're going in a minute. Huh? I got you.
I think Larry's talking to somebody in the background. I'm talking about media said something.
I'm talking to somebody in the background. He's right.
He's talking about something. He's talking about polygamy. Make a 2-year run and 3 of us reconsider the agreement.
Oh man, he's trying to use polygamy as a business.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is polygamy. If you're trying to use it as a business, I can understand. But polygamy's origins are not meant for a business. They're meant to build nations, like family wise. And like I was saying earlier, in this society that we're living in right now, it's not gonna work. And the reason why I say it's not gonna work is you have to just natural. If you have 2 women in this society, in this day and age, you got to be able to give both them women the equal amount of time, or one of them is going to end up jealous. And that's just being all the way honest. So you gotta also be able to trust them. You gotta be able to trust each other if you're bringing money to this situation, because money changes everything. Because if one person feels,
it's a damn shame
it does. But let's be real here. Money will cause somebody to turn their back on. If someone feels like they're getting more money than the other person, or I gave you this much money, what you doing with this money? It causes problems. But if you got somebody that you can trust, it's totally different.
Okay, let me go ahead. I thought conversation on. You know what money did?
What, Larry?
Money made one of my homies, man, jump off my rope. Because they said they ain't want to deal with it no more.
Money.
You said jump and hang yourself? Yeah, bro.
Money is...
man, I mean, with that situation, man, he might have underlying problems that ain't nobody know about, man. No, I'm just saying, he might have underlying problems, fam, you know, that you ain't know about, that ain't nobody know about.
There you go. Look, I gotta agree with you on that.
You can't tell me what I ain't been through, though. I'm not trying to tell you what you've been through at all, bro. I'm talking about your buddy. You said your money made your boy hang himself. Yeah. Okay, but hey, everybody entitled to their beliefs, man. I ain't trying to say your beliefs wrong. I'm done. I said what I said. Hey, you know what I mean? It wasn't no disrespectful nature at all. Money got two of my niggas killed this summer, my nigga. So, hey, but it wasn't no suicide. Just broke, hating ass nigga. You know what I mean? So, money can get you killed, but anyway, let's move on.
Okay, so what were you gonna say, Sir Lord, what were you gonna say about when I was talking about the
we were talking about polygamy and how modern day society can't work. Do you know who polite is?
Yeah, I know Brother Polite is, and yes, I do. And let me tell.
Is it working or not working?
See,
it's working pretty good to me.
Okay, see.
For him.
For him, but see, I've done my research on Polite, and I low key, I'm not trying to call that man out, but I didn't heard some things about him that ain't so kosher. And again, legally, I'm just saying, and again, legally, Polite's only married to one of them women.
Right, yeah.
He's only married to
one.
He's only.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, and
he's modern work and polygamy. That's what I was
true.
To,
yeah, his situation.
Everybody know about, you know.
Right, I know about Polite. Trust and believe. I will say this: it's working for him, in that regard. But he done hit some snags. Trust and believe. Number one. Number two, if you get into, I had to stop fucking with Polite because that nigga got on. Excuse me for saying that. That nigga was on Vlad's channel.
Niggas be hating niggas, that's on.
He got on Vlad's channel and was talking. He was also on the Breakfast Club. And every time he was on each channel, he had the checkerboard on him. And if you know anything about the checkerboard, and you know what I'm saying?
We don't play checkers. We play chess.
So, Lord, you know where I'm going with this, right?
And the queen good. The queen good. She protect everything. So she can move on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? but they gave it over to the king to get killed. You know what I mean? That's the fairness to the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't get some knowledge in. Huh? I say go get some knowledge in.
No, what I'm saying is, we're talking about the checkerboard, Larry, in regards to Masons and their symbolisms that they hide in plain sight. If you got to be down right. Every time he's been on Vlad or he's on the Breakfast Club, he's in that checkerboard. That's not by coincidence. That's why I kind of stopped fucking with Polite. Because
I kind of stopped fucking with him when he said, "Okay, because I'm getting money now, I gotta mess with all these white folks, and I'm a financial counselor and all this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Huh? What you mean? What you mean? Cause you know what I mean? Taking pictures on the ground with whoever and whatever." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, I stopped.
Soon as you get that little bag, there you go over there, and now people talking about you cheating on your wives and all this, which I doubt he is, but still, I thought you was with us. You all
But
over there.
see what I'm saying?
You know.
That's what I'm saying is we always get to a point, and then and somebody comes in and infiltrates or tries to dismantle everything. I see Sir Breed's in here. He said blessings to beautiful blessings and blessings to everybody else. It's the I'm not talking about the chessboard in that aspect. Media, I'm talking about the checkerboard and the messianic symbols that are hidden in plain sight. And the thing about it is with polygamy, you can, if you do it right, it can work, but it cannot work in today's society, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it can't work. What you say, Larry? Did what shit?
Shit. Man, anything I say, I mean, I did that too. 100,000, my money. Come on, Mom.
Okay, so Lord, my chest hurts. Anyways, what I'm saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you, media. What I'm saying is in this society, it's not gonna work. Polygamy's not gonna work because of the way it was set up. So basically, this is how I look at it. It's, let's say you sick and you got a virus, right? And the doctors, with a virus, you got to let your body's own immune system fight it off. They can't give you nothing for a virus. They can only give you medicines when you are sick with, like, let's say, strep throat, which is bacterial. So you're trying to kill off a virus with amoxicillin, which is for bacteria. You can't use polygamy to basically, I don't what you can't use polygamy as something to defeat what we're trying to build, because it's more than one thing. So it will work, but it will not work in the society that we're living in, is what the point I'm making is. I believe it will work, but the type of society that we're living in today, it's not gonna work. Got quiet. You still in line?
Who, me?
Yeah. Larry, you still there? Larry we must have lost the connection with Larry because it got quiet. Um, what I'm saying is I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you, but I feel like in the society that we're living here in America, polygamy will not work. Too many people are selfish. Too many people are out for themselves, and too many people, you will never have that. You will always have underlying um you will always have some type of underlying issue somewhere down the line.
I'm gonna just say, my outlook on it is it's gonna be what you make it. You know what I mean? Teamwork makes the dream work, and polygamy that was kind of part of the game way back in the day when the game was really thriving. You know what I mean? If you really want to boil it down, not on no, I mean, to a business tip per se, but I mean, your stay with your family. You know, that's all you got. That's how I look at it. But anyway, we can move on. We can talk about something else.
I agree. Sir Bree says you have to have the village. That's what I'm saying. But if you don't have the village, it's not gonna work. And that's the thing. You gotta have trust there first of all. I'm not gonna trust. I'm not gonna trust somebody I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just. And back to what you said, Sir Lloyd. Back in the day, right? Back in the day, that's before Instagram. That was before cell phones. That was when You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work today.
Yeah.
We got too many distractions going on today. We got too many people in your personal business. It's not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the newer generation.
Oh,
man,
hell yeah. The newer generation, these kids don't even know, motherfuckers don't even know how to cook, let alone know how to wipe their ass correctly. They got these kids, it's ridiculous. They don't even know how to live off the grid. If I got a homegirl who works in the school system, and these kids don't, oh Lord, I'm gonna get to that, Sir Breed. These kids don't even understand what privacy is. The minute anything happens, they put it on Instagram, they putting it on Snapchat. Right. You know what I'm saying? They don't even think about the consequences of that. They want everybody to know that they winning. I don't give a fuck if everybody knows if I'm winning. I'd rather you don't know I'm winning, because you're going to always have somebody out there who don't want to see you winning and is going to want to try and snatch that shit from you. I'd rather you think I'm doing bad so you leave me the fuck alone.
Already. Staying out the way, man.
All right, Larry. He said he got to make a move. He said that young gentleman sounded like he had a hatred towards women and his mother. Sir Breed, I agree with you. He had hatred towards...
I mean, in our community, man, we be having all type of mental issues that we don't want to deal with.
That's right.
With all kind of, you know what I'm saying? And just me, myself, man, I'm going to just keep shit 100, man. I got serious depression issues that I ain't deal with for a long ass time. You know what I mean? I'm just keep shit a buck with the channel, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about maniac depression, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's a mental illness. Shit. That was a whole mental illness, but, you know, anyway. But it be other illnesses that we have, like mommy issues and everything else. And we don't want to address them, especially as men. We like, black men is like the most not want to go to the doctor, deal with nothing type, hospitalized type people, period. Even when you got insurance, you still don't want to go. You know what I mean? Like, and we the only people like that.
But see, you got to understand where that comes from, because we are the only people that they did science projects on and was okay. You got to think about when they were injecting us with what they did. They was injecting us with viruses and diseases and seeing how it would play out on us, on the population. We were guinea pigs. That's where that comes. That's generational, where you will have people don't go to the doctor because they know people that went to the doctor and come home and they're dead. Or Google, which we all know, the Tuskegee Airmen, the Tuskegee experiment, when they were knowingly injecting black people with the syphilis virus, so they can see how it played out. Or
okay, go ahead, baby.
Or where they would, or a black woman, a black woman.
But see, but we've been traumatized, man. We've been abused, oppressed, and everything else, and we've been traumatized, and we still don't want to go to the hospital. We don't want no help for nothing. You know what I mean? It's just horrors and horrors of us out here self-medicate and everything.
That's right.
And you know, and we don't even realize it though. You know, like we don't realize how damaged we is. You don't even know you got mommy issues when you got mommy issues.
That's right.
Because you just can't seem to figure out why you can't get right with a chick. You can't figure it out. Why you keep picking the wrong ones. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But I'm just saying that because I know for a fact myself. That's all I'm saying. You know, I know for a fact myself. That's it. So I can speak on it. You know, I can speak on it. I ain't gonna speak on nothing that I don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 200. You know, I'm gonna keep it 200. I remember motherfuckers telling me, "You ain't 100, you 200." I'm gonna keep it 200. You know what I mean? That's why I said it. Hey, I ain't have to say it. I'm gonna keep it a buck though. You know, shit. But he said, you know, his homie killed himself because of money. Man, it was probably something underneath that. You know. It was probably something underneath that. You know, I know that was a boy and everything else, man, but it was probably something underneath that, man, that he refused to address. never got treated for, never talked about, never got no help for, and that's how he ended up. You know, there's plenty of homeless people and everything else on their Disney, and they ain't went nowhere.
I agree with you on that one. I agree. There's so much stuff.
But yeah, we the damaged people though, man. We the damaged people, and any type of problems, man. It ain't nothing wrong with going to get some help, man. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope, nothing at all.
Anxiety, depression, anything, man. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Especially as a man, going to get some help, Joe. You know what I mean? We ain't the same as everybody else. You got damage in your genes.
I was just,
you know what I mean? You feel some type of way, and you don't even know why you feel that type of way.
I was just getting ready. Thank you.
Your granddaddy was abused.
There you. I was getting ready to get into that because Sir Breed said the only people that been traumatized through that ordeal was the people who went through it. It's been scientifically proven, Sir Breed, that trauma can be passed down from generation to generation. You can Google. It's in your genes. You can Google that. That trauma can be passed down from generation to generation. So,
okay, and if you don't believe it, fam, let me say something to whoever just said that, man. Think about right now. If two feds came and kicked in your door and fucked the shit out your bitch, and you can't do nothing. They came in and raided you and fucked your bitch and left. What the fuck you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit. You can't do shit. Fuck you mean? That's what the fuck we went through years and years ago. We living in huts and they just having their way with our women. All type of shit they did to us, man. That shit is in our genes. Trauma. That's just one instant. I just try to, you know what I mean, speak on it the way I speak on it. Like a motherfucker kicking your dough in, not grabbing your dough, not doing nothing. Just grab you, put you at gunpoint, and fucking your bitch in front of you. And you can't do nothing. That shit'll drive you fucking crazy, man. Anyway.
It is.
I'm still there. Or
you?
Cut off.
No, you still. No, you still there.
Well, what you think? What you think, Lisa? You agree? You agree or not? Am I wrong?
No, I actually agree with you. I'm not. I haven't. I've been listening to a lot of replays, and I haven't really disagreed with you yet on some of the stuff you said. I'm just being honest, and y'all, you know, I'm aggressive and difficult and all of that, according to Cadillac J. And I'm surprised he ain't pop in here to fucking piss me off. But that is the thing. I agree with you, and it's been scientifically proven that trauma, you can pass trauma down to your children. And let's just look at Flint, Michigan. This should tell you something. Look at their water. Look at the lead in the water. Do you know that lead affects not just your generation, not just your child's generation, not your grandchild's generation, not your great-grandchild's generation, but it can pass on through 5 generations. And this has been scientifically proven that lead can affect the 5th generation after you. So you're telling me that trauma don't have nothing to do with what my grandmother went through, what her mama went through, what her mama went through. But lead can affect your generation, but trauma won't? You know what I'm saying? Man. It's been scientifically proven.
Hey, I know for a fact it can, because for the simple fact that just me being me, I know somewhere along the line, way back in the day, man, hey, my folks are still niggas. Because I ain't never had no inclination to be anything but a real nigga. So that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit just don't even sit well with me.
Oh,
and
shit.
I don't know where it came from at all. But hey, I know shit, I might be kin to Nat Turner, goddammit.
Well, sir, you know what, Sir Breed, and that's what I was trying to say to media, that it is the American way. Polygamy is not the American way. I would say polygamy, not what's the word I'm looking for? Not legally. They don't like us building up a village. So they're gonna outlaw polygamy. That's why I
I
agree with
agree.
you. If
I
it's
agree.
American way, they're not gonna go for polygamy. They're not gonna go for that. And I agree with you about the village.
Okay,
I
hold on. Let me do like old school. Go ahead and share and like, man. Share and like so we can get it up, man. For the channel, go on share and like real quick. All right, I'm done.
or like Williams would say, hit the like button.
We gotta do our job on the channel, man. I got to throw that out there, man. Go on share and like, man. Let's get it up. Let's get these views up. You know what I mean? Get these views up. Ain't like Rick needs it, but hey, you know what I mean? A little community, man. We gotta do our part. Okay, go back to what you were saying. No, it ain't American. It ain't American. You know what I mean? It's simple as this, man. We on enemy territory, man.
That's right.
Period, point blank. We prisoners of war, basically. You did. We POWs. In this, you know what I mean? Except we was born here. The whole America is a concentration camp for us. And then, the prison industrial complex is just the smaller part. You know what I mean? But the whole America is a prison, industrial complex because it's ran by white supremacy. But anyway, you know what I mean? But it is.
It is. It is. Everything is.
And lack of education, you know what I mean? And poverty environments and everything else, man. It ain't, to make it out, man, to be a great melanated person, man, you got to be blessed. You got to be lucky. You got to be smart. You got to be a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. The game that we play in life ain't the same game as nobody else. Nobody else. Because they refuse to let us build a business.
I agree.
To. But that don't mean we can't keep trying. That don't mean just because of Black Wall Street we can't come back. That don't mean we can't get ourselves together. That don't mean we can't fight for the R word and what they owe us. ADOS. But yeah, I ain't gonna say the R word. Yeah. I don't know if you heard that podcast, but wow, that was crazy. I said the R word by mistake. I ain't know it was that.
Yeah, but see the thing about it is, I think I agree with you with reparations, but the thing about it is, I look at it like all of us are.
It's the R word.
All of us, whether we're American Black or somebody or Black people that are in the Caribbean, we're all poor kids. The difference is we were dropped off here and they were dropped off there. That's the only difference.
True. Very true. But we got a claim for this country and what they owe us and our ancestors and what they stole from us and what they owe us. You know what I mean? Everybody else got their own claim. That's how I look at it. I'm not Jamaican. I'm not Haitian. I'm not African from somewhere over there. I'm ADOS. I was born here. Arkansas, Mississippi, Memphis. Hey, that's where I'm from. When we got off the boat, that's where my people end up coming from. And it ain't no separation trying to cause no infighting or nothing. It's just that we got to have our own separate slot because minorities, you lump everybody into this group, it's just black. And anybody that look black can get the benefits and the protected status that we should have. And they don't deserve that in this country. They deserve that in their country or wherever they at. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. And I respect that, though, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. You can be a Jamaican, but you can't go get a scholarship that should be for black kids. You got to get a scholarship specifically for Jamaicans. Equal opportunity law that Trump tried to wipe out. Like, you can't get my son's spot at that job. Check your own box. Check your own box.
And see that's the thing, though. But
our own box on the system.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. They have it all in the same. They all have it in the same box, and that's where we might.
Right.
That's where
That's what
we.
ADOS is, though. You know what I mean? If you can't trace your lineage back, then hey, you whoever you is, but you ain't us. I can trace.
And see, that's the thing, though. But see, I look at it as another way to. I look at it as another way to divide us because they can only trace their stuff back so far as well. The difference between us and them is a port stop.
My thing is this though.
There's more black people.
You a Haitian. If you a Jamaican, you a Jamaican. If you from an island somewhere, you from the island. If you from Africa, you from Africa. We from here. We not the same. Period. Get rid of that African American, man. Give me ADOS, man. I'm stamping that box. And you stamp your own box and write it in. And it ain't about separating. It's about, look, I'm old, and my family and my people is old. What we owed over here for the 400 years that we went through. Period.
I'm not disagreeing with it. I don't disagree with you.
If we get ours, though, everybody in the UK, everybody in the islands, they got to get theirs too. That's why they fighting so hard.
Right, and that's the reason why, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. That's the reason why Haiti is still one of the poorest countries, because they won't take no handouts, because they told them that.
Put them sanctions on them too, though. After that revolt, it was like, nah, okay, y'all want to revolt and try to be strong, and y'all gonna be effed up forever.
And they was the first nation to rise up against white folks. That's why they're in the.
They had sanctions put on them and everything else, and that still can't let nobody stop nothing. For real, we still got to go for ours because we not Haitian.
True indeed, but I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry. The point I'm trying to make is the reason why they got them sanctions against them, and they going through all that is because they rose up against them. They killed their. We were given. They took their freedom. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they did, and they was punished, and they still being punished for it.
And at the end of the day, let's keep it real.
Once we build our families up, and our homes up, and our communities up, and we start controlling our economy, man, we have to reach out like none of these wealthy, not rich, but wealthy cats that's melanated out here do.
And see, that's the thing, though. You
everywhere. We supposed to be pumping money everywhere when you rich like that. Like Akon. He came over and got that bag, and he doing what it do in Africa.
You also got to look at, but see, that's the thing. Akon is doing that in Africa, but Akon's in bed. Akon's in bed with the Chinese. Look that up. He's in the bed with the Chinese.
But hey, at least if he in that bag and then he brought light to motherfuckers that didn't have light, man. You gotta respect that.
I'm not saying I don't respect that, but if you are in bed with people that don't look like you, I'm still side-eyeing you, whether you gave me light or not. You supposed to be in bed with people that look like you, not like somebody else who's not.
He be in bed with nobody to look like him because don't nobody want to do nothing. Everybody's scared, man. Everybody's scared. You know what I'm saying?
Or everybody has contractual agreements that they're not telling you about.
Man, fuck them contracts. Once you get your bag, you can do whatever the fuck you
want. Okay.
Niggas scared to go broke again.
No.
Scared to go broke again.
Okay, so let's talk about, since you want to bring that up, let's talk about LeBron James there. LeBron James got all that money. Where is he putting his money at?
Hey, he should be clicking up with Akon and doing something with him.
So what I'm asking you, what is preventing what
should be going to Oprah since she's so rich?
What's preventing them? I'm just saying what's
that bag. What's happening? Let them get 50 off you.
What?
We're gonna go do something with it.
Right, but what's preventing them from doing that? Why are they not doing that?
Man, we was on the last part, a gag order or something. Man, And then the simple fact, this American must scared to get touched. They probably ain't got their arms right. You know what I mean? They probably ain't got their arms right. Most don't want to be walking around with a vest 24/7. But that's where we at, though. You might need to be walking around with a vest and a helmet. This America. You know what I mean? Hey, anyway.
Or they have different interests. Sir Bree, I don't think it's different interests. I think that the person that's signing LeBron's checks is what's keeping him in check. If you feel what I'm saying. Because he can do a lot more for his community. Same with Shaq. Same with Oprah.
Oh, man, I can't even respect Shaq. Shaq
Same.
I want to be the police.
I know.
I can't even respect him. But you know what, though? I got a whole different view on the law. You know what I mean? Because we got to be the law in certain aspects, though. You know what I mean? Especially if we finna control and police our own community. You know, we got to have some law. So even as a street nigga, I still look at them different now. You know what I mean? Since I done retired and that thing else. You know what I mean? We got to have folks working for the enemy that ain't the enemy. You know, period. I wouldn't want my child, I don't want my boy to be no law, but he can be a defense attorney, you know what I mean, and talk his shit and live his life. But there's going to be some folks that got to be laws. But they got to be our laws, though. You know what I mean? They got to be instilled with knowledge of self and pride and everything else. And we can't hate the police that bad just because of the non-melanated police that's race soldiers and invoking havoc on us. You know what I mean? Like man, I had a serious hate for them folks. For real. I still do. I just don't, whatever. But if I know, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Because he gonna move in accordingly. You know what I'm saying? He gonna move in a certain type of way. He gonna let certain niggas slide, and he gonna do his job on other niggas. And we need that. And we need that. You know what I'm saying? And we need that in our community. Where we live at should be policed by us. Period, point blank. And we won't have all these killings, these race soldiers shooting our babies. We won't have none of that no more. But the hate for the law enforcement is so bad that like I just said, I won't have my child doing that. You're an attorney or something, man. Go to school and you be fighting court. You don't be out here on these streets, type, you know what I mean? But you never know. If you say, I want to be a cop, hey, just make sure you're ready, man. And he gonna know sugar from salt, though.
That's true. If you look at it if you both look, the only was when you go to taste it. See, and Sir Breed made a good point. He said, when I was talking about LeBron, he said, of course, the people giving them money are billionaires. They're just millionaires. If someone signs your checks, at the end of the day, you have to abide by the rules that they set forth for you. That's why I said the people that I named could do more for their community, do more for us here, but they can't. That's why I said it's more, there's levels. When people say there's levels to this shit, there's really levels to this shit. There's no reason why you have people
real
like
levels.
And I hate to say
Real
this
levels.
because I hate to even bring
levels.
Really, and I hate to bring them up like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They have all this money, but what are they doing? They are in bed with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than what people think what's going on.
Man, it's a whole Illuminati. It's a whole secret society. It's a whole
and see that's what I was
controlled by white supremacy. And it is what it is, though. What we gonna do about it? How we finna fix it? What we finna do? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We do a move in silence, man, and group our money up and get it together. Just like the Jews did. You know what I mean? They took over Hollywood. They got control of the media and everything. We can do our own thing. You did. But
I'm not, not to cut you off.
Trauma, it's going to take a while for us to get it together.
Yeah, it is. You can't, and that's the thing. You can't.
For almost 500 years.
There you go. Thank you.
Years to get it straight.
Thank you. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm going to say something to you and then I'm going to say something to Sir Bree. You, just like you don't get sick overnight, You're not going to fix something that took almost 500 years to undo, and 50, 60 years is going to take time.
Because
And then,
you know
see,
what?
that's what I'm saying.
All our leaders, they whack our leaders as soon as they get on, as soon as
Oh
they
my
start
God.
speaking. I mean, look at how they did Farrakhan on YouTube and Facebook. They just whacked him. You know what I mean? And he ain't, I mean, he really selective about how he talk and everything else. So how you gonna hear Farrakhan with some hate speech and he don't speak none but truth, and he read his words and write it down and everything before he do it in his mind, because he don't even write it down. That's how cold he is. And then they banned him. They just banned him. Goodbye, nigga. No. We done listening to you. Blah blah blah. Get your Islam out of here. You know what I mean? So, hey, Big O can start her own social network, man. Go on front it, man. Put that money down.
Okay.
And we gonna flock to it. Tell her to just buy World Star. You know what I mean? Tell her to just buy World Star.
She's not gonna do that.
Listening, buy World Star. Yo, your bag so big. You know what I mean? You can put your money up there like you all that. Buy World Star. Go on, cash them out. Take that. Because World Star bad anyway. Go on, censor that. That'll be ours. That could be the new Graham.
Okay,
you
sir.
Know what I mean? Anyway.
Okay, Sir Breed, I'm not counting nobody's money. I'm just saying, for instance, if you're trying to, and I'm talking about the black community here, if you're trying to move yourself and separate yourself and do better for your people, it takes money. So I'm not counting their money. I'm saying they can do more. And
capital, baby.
And he said you have to stay focused on yourself. And again, that's why I said that.
That's
what I said.
Building blocks. I said one family, one household, one block, one community, one state, one city-state at a time. That's it. That's how you got to do it. That's the plan. Somebody said, "What's your plan?" That's the plan. Take care of your wife. Take care of your kids. Get your arms up. And then wake everybody else up around you. Get your block together. Once you get your block together, your block will turn into the city. And then that's the only way to move, Joe. Period. In silence, too. Not on Instagram, not on nothing. In silence. In closed doors, in closed houses, in basements, in our bars, then we own and control. And you got to watch those snakes. And if those snakes in there, and you think they're a snake, then hey, I ain't gonna say no more. Period.
I gotta agree with Sir Breed again.
Do them like a cat that owe you money, and ain't nobody see nothing.
He said, because this is their platform and their rules are their rules. I agree with you. That was the point I'm making from the get-go when I'm talking about people and their money.
You gotta have capital. Right now in technology age, like Reed said, you gotta have capital. So we gotta get capital up to get where we gotta get.
Reek needs to get in on this call. That's what Reek needs to do. That's what Reek needs to get in on this call.
Reek just gonna let everybody.
Reek needs to get in on this call. Reek needs to get in on this call.
Come in the comments and not booting their ass.
No,
that's what Reek do. You
no,
know what I mean?
I'm done for the night.
It's his channel.
Reek needs to get on this call because Lisa Smith's about to retire for the night. You got 5 minutes, Reek.
Reek sitting back in the cut. Deadline. Yeah, that's what. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing else. Okay, let's continue, man. I can't read the comments. I'm on my phone now, and I ain't gonna turn my laptop on and my next gen watching my TV, so I can't read the comments. But you know, I know it's a lot of hate out there for choice, man. But hey, man, I ain't went nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here, man. I've been here since I found Reek. So y'all niggas can hate or love it, man. But y'all know where I'm at, man. And I ain't worried about it. Being point blank. Y'all do y'all, I'm do me. I'm representing for the game, though. That old school, that true shit. 100, 200, man. Kid. Just like that. Just like that. Ain't no first 48, ain't none of that with me, man. Check my record, man. My shit clean. I ain't on nobody papers, man. And my paper's hella long, nigga. What you talking about, man? If you can't say the same, man, fall back, man, because I ain't like you, man. I'm cut from that cloth they don't make no more, Jack. Just like that.
Okay, Rick's about to get on, y'all. Cause I gotta go make moves. This is the channel, but it was good talking to y'all. I am about to be out.
Because Rick ain't chime in.
Rick, no, cause I gotta make moves.
You finna chime in, man. We finna keep the live going. I know you gotta keep it moving, man. Hey, money to be made, Lisa. You know, I'm just blessed to have even talk to you. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm about to. I know, and like I said, you one of the few people that I actually agree with. Like 90% of the time, everybody else get mad at me. Hold on, y'all.
What's going on? What's going on?
My man. What's happening, cuz?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, a whole lot of nothing, man. Chilla, you know I have to go and chime in with the infant Lisa, though. You already know I was talking that little shit before, man. Hey, yeah. She finna go on bus and get her moving. Man, we can slide in here and fuck with her real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not trying to piss her off, you know what I mean? She was already in the mood.
Yeah, I see that.
She was already in the mood, so I'm hang up. What you mean hang up? We boot them motherfuckers off the goddamn comments anytime.
Yeah, you know how we do. We do the long haul. You know, I guess some people can't do the long haul. But see, the only thing about
Where old school at, man? Old school cooling tonight, huh?
yeah, old school's cooling. Matter of fact, I'm shocked Williams ain't up in this joint. Usually he's been up in here, but you know, maybe he had a long day or something.
That's probably what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Old school was on the last one with me. Old school.
Yeah. Williams. Yup, Williams.
Yeah. Southern cat. He got that southern accent.
Yeah. Yup.
Yeah. Hey, he mind his business. I ain't mad at him.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, me and you can chop it up, man. Yeah. And go and talk a little more shit, and you can go ahead and time it out. You know what I mean? I saw Lisa. I was like, wow. Man, Saturday, hey, I'm doing me, hey. And you was like, and then one was like, get in the bar. I felt like they were talking to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm thinking, well, I don't know if it was or not, but shit, nigga, I ain't never scared. What you talking about?
Right. But you know, since you're let me go, scroll through this, make sure ain't nobody missing out the thing since I ain't been on it. Let me look. Since you're Sir Lloyd Choice Keith, you know, we also have Sir Breed in here. So y'all both got the sirs on the beginning of your moniker. So, you know, and I know, you know, from what I could hear, you know, y'all was kind of, you know, going back and forth about, you know, certain ways you feel about, you know, the topic y'all was covering.
No, I was just listening, you know what I mean? Man, my business, and Buddy was like, man, get in the box. Call me in. I saw coming about get in the box, call me in. I don't know who it was. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, see, the only thing that kind of hinders me, I don't got no you know, you know how you got put in on there, you put your number in, but you know, a lot of people don't like to do that because you know they think they're gonna get
a lot of people don't. A lot of people do not. You know what I mean?
Right.
But hey, since I left the game, hey, I don't give two. Man, please.
Right.
Please.
But yeah, that's the because like I said, I love to have Sir Breed on here.
You might just have to switch it up, man, and just you get you a Google number or something.
Yeah, that's why I've been having
dedicate that to the channel.
Right.
Dedicate that to the channel and let it be what it be. Ain't shit for the Google number, man.
Right. I just gotta know the steps on how to set that up.
Or these dirty cats, they can call in too. You know what I mean?
That's true too.
I'm sure it's a lot of cats. A lot of cats, they, you know what I mean, can't do like me, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I let it go, man. You know what I mean? I get my bag off the white folks. You know what I mean? Hey, this is America, man. They run it. Hey, it is what it is, cuz.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I ain't eating noodles. You can say what you want to say, man. I ain't eating noodles for $3. They cost 60 cents.
Right. That people that people don't know that's really running up their blood pressure like a motherfucker.
You know what I mean, though.
I know what you're talking about. You still eating right.
Damn way around. You talking about almost a 800% turnaround on goddamn it some noodles. The fuck?
Right.
And then motherfuckers that really want to be street, they claim they street, nigga, you ain't street. Street is not getting in that motherfucker. You talking about a motherfucker put a decade in this bitch, man. Please, plus. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I can't show them Cadillacs like you did, man, but hey, I done had them whips, man. I done had that shit, man, for real. Motherfuckers that know me, man, they know me, man.
Yeah.
They blow that bag. Did. I blow that bag off some legal shit, G. Now, for real. Only nigga down here in the 262 finna drop that wire or something on these niggas, man, because I want to inspire to you, Joe.
Right.
I mean, let niggas know, man, they didn't fuck the game up, move the goalposts, man. So we gotta move the goalposts too, Joe. Let all that other shit go, man.
Right.
Tapping and being tough, sagging, passing, let all that shit go, man. Stay legit, man. Get your arms up, man. Get you a bitch that you won't build your family, man, because, fam, it's real out here, G.
It sure is.
Real out here. Shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just want to go flip the doors up, just pull up at school, man. And they ain't really gonna want me to say what I want to say when I go in there, but hey, I ain't gonna tell them what I'm gonna say. They might hear it on YouTube, but I'm still gonna go.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm still gonna go. If they let me in Black History class, hey, man, you already know, man. I got that Cuban, man. It cost that 70. It's all there. It's all legit. Ain't no fool here, man. Yeah. And I done been there, done that, but man, don't lose yourself, man. Don't lose yourself in this shit, man, that you don't know nothing about, that your parents might not know nothing about, that nobody that's near you know nothing about.
Right.
The shit a trap, man, like Jesus said. You know what I mean? Watch what you listen to, watch what you do everything. Man, it's serious out here, man, and y'all in danger more than anybody else. All my little niggas, y'all in danger like anybody else, man. I was sending statistics. I took statistics in high school. You know what I mean? And I passed. I think I got an ARB or something. You know what I mean? And even though I passed it, none of that shit never made sense, man. It never made sense. None of it. You understand? Like when it compared to us, like I'm sitting here, I'm 15, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna die by the time I'm 18. How am I gonna die? And everybody dying before we get 18. Young black males type shit. You know the statistics, right? Yeah. And it makes sense. But then now in my older age, you know what I'm saying, moving forward thinking, forward life, years past, you know what I'm saying, I got awoke, got me a little bit of knowledge of self. You know what I mean? And then I came across a cat called Amos Wilson. Dr. Amos Wilson. You know what that is?
No, speak on it.
But at any rate, he was he got a degree in psychology.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then I grabbed a book, and then I'm reading his book, and then he made a book. It's called A Blueprint for Black Power. You dig? Type shit.
Right.
That bit's like 600 pages. So if you can't read, you ain't gonna make it through it.
Right.
And I'm in there and I'm reading, I'm getting to it, and I'm like, and then he tell you, basically simple shit that any cat that got some knowledge to. You know what I'm saying? Think about what you think about. Pay attention to what you, everything. Like you said, pay attention to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not pay attention to everything, but you know what you said last time.
Yeah.
You gotta pay attention to all aspects.
Right. All aspects of you know.
Right. Where you gotta pay attention to all aspects of anything you doing. And I took that. And I held that. You know what I mean? Hey, like I told Lisa, I'm soaking up game. Because you ain't never too old to soak up game.
Right.
And I told you on the other podcast, it was a disconnect. These young cats don't want to soak up game no more.
Right.
They just want to do what they want to do, and you can't do that because the reason you supposed to soak up game is because you don't need to make the mistakes that other people that made before you even try to do what you're doing right now.
Right. That's like, think of it like this, like
everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
But anyway, what he was saying though is statistics. You got to look at who the statistics about, who made the statistics, who paid for the study, who the study influenced, who the study asked, everything about that. And it's time to think about what you're thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there in class, and these motherfuckers telling me I'm not going to make it past 18, and I'm 16, and I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to die.
Right.
How you going to tell me I'm finna die? And I'm 16.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
That's when I left Chicago. I'm in Wisconsin at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking it still gonna hit me, and it could. You know what I'm talking about? But
yeah. Right.
It's just like who made the statistic, who is gonna influence, who paid for the study,
who's it gonna benefit?
You know right. You know what I mean? And it is. I'm just speaking on some knowledge type shit, though. And I'm sitting there reading. I'm like, wow. That's why the shit never made sense. I'm talking about a whole semester, fam. I'm sitting there doing work, and I'm like, this shit don't make no damn sense. Right? And I passed the class, cuz. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I passed the class. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I passed the class. The motherfuckers wouldn't got expelled. I probably would have had a 4.0 scholarship type shit. But hey, I'm just a street nigga. I already been a street nigga. Shit. But anyway, got expelled and beat out. Hey, and still graduated. You did?
Right. Now,
yeah, man. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, which because you say you weren't able to see the comments. I don't know, because I was just trying to make sure everybody got put in on the calls and things. How much comments did you see or hear from Sir Bree? Because if you haven't heard them, I'll just reiterate them. Just make sure you covered them.
No, I might have seen them, but no, I just saw Low, and that was about it before I got here.
Yeah, well, I want to say, I think this was speaking to what you guys was speaking on earlier. He said, essentially, he said, because this is their platform and their rules are their rules. And he added, we have no block because we own no streets. You really own no land. You pay taxes. Now, and he said, that's the American way. Now, what's your response to that?
Man, wherever you at, man, you can get your bag up, get your credit up. See, we got this stimulus about it, the stipulation, whatever. Hold on. The stipulation about it is that we all got bad credit. Nah, fam, you got to take care of your credit, man. You know what I mean? Credit is just another part of the game. You know what I mean? A lot of cats out here, rappers, all these cats, you know what I'm saying? When you get $1 million deal, you got a whole lot of credit. You got a whole lot of credit that don't nobody know about. You might not have that bag, but you got that credit, though, because they know that somewhere along the line, you can get $2, $3, $5, $10 million. Athletes, too.
Right.
But you got to know how to maintain it, control it, and use it, though.
Right.
Okay, and I'm going to break something else down. Before we got free, white people got credit off how many slaves they own.
True.
And then when we got free, they still had that same credit, though. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. So you got 30 slaves. Everybody works 1,500. 30 times 1,500 is what it is. I ain't gonna do the math, whatever. But you still got that same credit once you ain't even have slaves no more. But we couldn't get it.
Right. I hear what you're talking about.
Get it.
But I think you're right. But I want because like I said, it's two sides to the same story, and I just want to make sure it's clarified and solidified. Because essentially, like he's telling the truth, like we don't really own land because we pay taxes on everything. So essentially, you stop paying taxes, they take
the game.
Right.
Like we on enemy territory. Everybody pay taxes though.
Right.
That's why we ADOS because we pay taxes. You come over here from Jamaica or somewhere, you ain't got or Arab or anybody else, you ain't got to pay tax for 7 years. You ain't on business. You can run up $1 million check and you ain't got to pay shit.
That's true.
And we can't do that. And we can't do that though.
We can't do that here. Probably can't do that if we went abroad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's go over there to UK or something like that.
But at the end of the day, though, you got folks in our community, and they not even paying no tax, and they running these checks up, treating us like shit. You know what I mean? A hair salon, abusing our women, everything. You know what I mean? Like we just gotta wake up, man, and change how we live. Like Pac said, man, Pac changed. The song about Pac changed is the Bible. So what then nobody want to listen to that's young right now. Y'all listen to all this extra stuff from the industry and everything else. But man, listen to Pac Change, man. He'll tell you. He spoke on everything in there. Including reparations. And he's gone now.
Right.
So what that tell you though? What that tell you though? I could Google it and give you lyrics, but I'm just gonna tell you off top, man, as a real nigga, man, as a G. He said reparations are due, man. And if they don't give us, we gonna make our own, man. We gonna build Black Wall Street and we gonna be armed and you not gonna come burn our shit down. None of that no more, man. That's where we gotta get to.
Right.
We gotta get past that world star and putting up fights and all that. Cause we do all that cause we damaged, man.
That's true.
We damaged.
We live in dysfunction.
We are underclass. They wanted us to be an underclass. They brought us here. They used us, abused us, affected us, man.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with us, man. At all. At all. Kid. At all.
Right.
We just in enemy territory and we just trying to survive.
Right.
You can't thrive when you're trying to survive, though.
Right.
You cannot. You got to pick one or the other.
Right. But I look at it like this, and I mean, I think it kind of it comes to correlate to what you're saying. Like when Larry was on with you and Lisa Smith earlier, where he said my partner he had money and he ended up hanging himself. Even money doesn't.
That was Lil Buddy. That was Lil Buddy on the line.
Yeah, low.
I said he probably got some underlying issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of times, even though you see people, oh, they got money, they should be happy. No, like you said, it's underlying issues where people, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how less money you have. If you don't deal with those issues, you're prone to check out. You know what I'm saying? Just like you see certain, things happen in the street and this person got gunned down. Well, they might have been dealing with some mental illness that, people don't know. And that's why they acted like they acted in front of them people, for them people to do what they did, or not even them people. It could be, just anybody on the street, and they just, said the wrong thing. But it's almost like how they say suicide by cop or suicide by, picking a fight with anybody in the street.
Exactly. See, look, let me chime in on that. Yeah, me, myself, that's part of being a real nigga, G. You know what I'm saying? I can't hate myself. That's how I'm gonna go. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna take you with me if I can. You know what I mean? But that's got to deal with my depression that I just spoke on. You know what I mean? Because I got depression because I didn't live my whole life trying to figure out why we so fucked up.
Right.
You feel me? I ain't no dumb nigga, my dude, like at all. You know what I mean? So if all you see is struggling and poverty and everything else, like to me it ain't never made sense. It ain't never made sense. The motherfucker selling crack. Then you really ball. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna make a little quick story, man. Cat that I went to middle school with, like 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. So I spin off. I'm going to college, right? You know what I'm saying? I come back just to visit my family. I'm hanging out. I ain't in school right now. It's summer or whatever the fuck it was. Or I was just back at home. You know what I mean? Just before I come on one of my cases. And I pull up on him, you know what I'm saying? We blowing, we cooling, right?
Right.
Just in the go. Just in the go. For everybody that's listening, man, that don't know shit about the go. When I told motherfuckers, man, it's bulldogs, it's Rottweilers. Yeah, nigga gotta be a Rottweiler to survive type shit. And we don't even know why we programmed to be Rottweilers, because we in poverty, fam.
Right.
Because we in poverty and we fucked up. Period. But anyway, so I'm cooling with my guy, man. My guy running $1 million block, dude. $1 million block a week. So I pull up on him, just walking to the store. Gonna give me a rap or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like, hey, what's happening? Woo. Hey, what's happening, fam? Hey, go grab me a bag. I say, okay, fine. Go grab him a bag. I'll come back. This nigga count 16 stacks on the porch. West side. 16 bands.
Yeah.
Brown paper bag. I say, man, why you on the porch?
Right.
He say, fam, I just got hit. If I don't get these folks 15 in the next 2 hours, fam, they finna grab me and hit me with an indictment. And I said, what the fuck, fam? What you mean? They ain't catch you with nothing. They just rolled up on him, grabbed him, like, hey, look, we need 15. We know you out here. We know you doing it. It is what it is. And my nigga might hear this, he might not, but I don't care. I ain't speaking his name.
Right.
You did. But I'm talking about real life shit, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in college. I just walked to the store to get a rap, and this is my nigga that we went to school with. I went to school with. Damn. So I go get the bag. I come back. He didn't finish counting, wrapped it up, put it up 15, put that band in his pocket, still catching. You know what I mean?
Right.
We blow. Next day, gone. And I know he paid them folks, G. And I know he paid their dirty ass. So them two motherfuckers, detectives, whatever it was, took my nigga money, hit him with an indictment, slammed his ass. Tall boy, 10 piece. But he paid him.
Yeah.
He was playing the game though. And that still ain't made me, it kind of made me leave that game a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey. As a cat that know about the game, hey, I always been cheating. I ain't gonna say it was all on a bit. You dig? But hey, I have been cheating. Anyway. But hey, motherfucker gotta eat, man. You dig? Anyway.
Right.
But man, when I seen that, I was like, oh, hell no, man. Hell no. They slammed my, I came back on, I was like, man, where is it? They was like, man, they grabbed him. The next day, I walked down the same block, the same porch he was on, and we was counting that money and blowing that bag, and he was gone, G. 10 piece, quick. That's the go, though. That's why I say bulldog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the environment that I came from.
Huh.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that same cat, you know what I mean? When I met him, Nietzsche was out. This nigga had a Nietzsche with the tags hanging. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like that. A Nietzsche down. I mean, top to bottom type shit. With some Jordans or whatever the fuck they was wearing at that time. You know what I mean? I was like, man, why you saying that? He was like, man, I don't know, man. Shit crazy out here, B. Shit crazy out here. You know what I mean? I might not even be here tomorrow. And he wasn't. Bossed up, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that 16, that was an hour, cuz.
Damn.
That was an hour, 2 hours, cuz. Yeah. And he was gone. generational wealth like that. You don't know nobody that can help you with that money, though.
Right.
And I told her, I was like, man, why don't you take that bag and run? He was like, man, they'll kill my whole family, G. Talking about them folks. They really got the plug.
Yeah.
I know like, they'll kill my whole family, cuz. I was like, man, I don't know what you gonna do there. Just, man, go on pay them. And he paid them, and they still yanked his ass.
I mean, what you saying is not strange. And if people, look, even in, I'll say popular culture, and when I say popular culture, these movies that they put out, that same scenario plays out in a lot of things, but people kind of bypass it and don't even see it. I know it's people that, done had situations.
Well, I mean, two dick cops, they split like $7,500 apiece just for doing their job and giving the motherfucker a bitch, knowing they bad as hell for doing their job. And they wrong as fuck, man.
Right. But who's checking them? That's the whole thing. Who's checking them? That's what we really need to, right.
Not in Chicago, ain't nobody checking them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure he had a top flight attorney and shit fair. Like when I said bulldogs, that's what I meant, man.
I know what you're saying.
I might have said bulldogs, but I meant like, goddamn it, motherfucking pit bulls that you feed pepper to, goddamn it. They'll bite anything and they gonna win all the fight. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what you really gotta be. And even when you get there, it's so cutthroat, G. It's cutthroat as hell. It's cutthroat as hell, baby. You know what I mean? That's where I'm bred from. You know what I mean? I don't know about nobody else shit, though, but to go, man, like, I be listening to Lil Durk, you know what I mean? And I look at him right now, he's fighting that case with his man. You know what I mean? Like, but he might be that they let him out. They didn't want to let him out, though. They won't even let him do concerts. Because he turned the city up. You know what I mean? He do.
Right.
Because real recognize real, you understand? And we all bulldogs, so once we get out, we live, you know what I mean? It's cracking. And they can't keep up with it.
Right.
And then you 300 on some real, so hey, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of time for ones that say, man, fuck you love, type shit. You know what I mean? So they won't even let him get concerts no more in his own city, man.
Right, but what you're saying right there, it kind of, and I'm gonna have to find I got the actual link to the story about this, and I don't know how many people know about this, but I remember it was a concert held down in Chicago, and Chief Keef was gonna headline it, but how they presented it. Or, they presented it like he was going to be there, but essentially he was going to be performing through hologram. So when the show started, now look, when the show started, them people thought he was going to be there because I guess, he had some warrants or outstanding warrants. So they rushed the stage and shut the whole thing down because they thought he was actually there, but he was broadcasting from like a different state. So it was like they couldn't do anything. Oh, we're shutting the show down. Why? Because he's getting money and he's not there. You was hoping he'd be there so you could arrest him. But you couldn't.
Exactly, man. Man, the environment we live in, man, enemy territory, like I said, man, we prisoners of war.
Right.
And once we start raising our kids like that, man, and giving them knowledge of self and awakening them and nurturing our families, our women, everything else, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say bitch, because I use bitch word a lot, but that's just me. But, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean it in no fucked up way, you know what I mean? Like boss bitches is shit, you know what I mean?
Right. But I look at it like this. When I heard when Lisa Smith was speaking about, a little young brother feeling some way about women, when she's like, if she was a bitch.
No, Sam, he damaged and he don't even know it, cuz. He damaged and he don't even know it. He don't want to address it, more than likely. And I don't even know the nigga. He was on the broadcast, and to me, he sounded like a young nigga, G.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't no young nigga, and I ain't throwing no salt at him. But hey, like Lisa said, man, you gotta let a bitch be a bitch, man. You gotta play a bitch like a bitch, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some niggas gotta get a bitch and get a bitch right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you gotta stand on a bitch and get a bitch right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I was talking to him, he felt some kind of way.
You got an outcast ass bitch, but it take a strong ass nigga to stand on the bitch to get her right.
Right.
I mean, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Cause we in enemy territory.
True.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta quit lying to ourselves, G. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, man, hey, you know what I mean? I'm talking to the Reed, man. I feel kind of special, Joe.
Hey.
Okay, and I wanted to ask you, man, what you use for your video editing, man, to make them the fonts, the screens that be popping up when you scrolling before you click on something? What you use for that, Joe? Cause I got my own little punk ass channel, you know what I mean? That I need to get my ass right with, you know what I mean? I might be able to monetize with it, but what you use, man?
I use what is it, Final Cut Pro. A lot of people don't like to buy it because that joint be costing damn near $400. But yeah, Final Cut Pro.
I asked you what you, man. Hey, I asked you what. Say it again.
Final Cut Pro.
Final.
Yeah.
Like NBA final.
No, yeah, like NBA Final, and then Cut Pro. But it's
Final
for
Cut Pro.
yeah, Final Cut Pro.
So you got a background, graphic design background, or you just got it and made it do what it do?
I mean, I can search for different backgrounds or whatever, and then I could add the fonts to
No,
it.
I said, do you have a graphic design background?
Yeah, I went to school for that a little bit, but I mean, it's a lot of stuff now where you kind of cut and paste and do things, but me having that kind of background, I know how to put things together if I need to.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. Shit, I kind of jumped off a little graphic company my goddamn self, man, but I got an art background, but I ain't got that little Photoshop, you dig, little training y'all got and all that, you know what I mean? But a nigga used to draw and paint everybody, goddamn it, you know what I mean, my damn self.
Right. I just, so, all these little things.
Final cut, though.
Yep, final cut.
Though, that's the shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll get Final Cut 3. Probably about 200. Shit, I'll work with that.
Right.
See? Anyways, man, what's the topic though, man? We chop it up, man, before you go on, man. We got some lives, we got some visitors and shit, man.
Some people.
I told you, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, I think the last one was around the last person that commented was Sir Breed, but that was almost a half hour ago. So, I mean, it's
Saturday night.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody turned up and everything, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's people listening, but I guess since we've been running with topics, nobody want to interrupt by saying anything. So, I mean, I understand that too. If it's resonating with you, usually people either say something if they want to add something or if they disagree. So essentially, they must be in agreement if they're not saying nothing,
Unless you a sucker, you can't disagree with the truth.
Right.
But, it might be a few suckers out there, but, I was kind of like, man, why y'all trying to piss off Lisa? That's what I was thinking earlier. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah. It'd be a lot of brothers be trying to, I guess they don't like how she speaks sometimes, but I mean, I don't think she means no harm, I mean, I was kind of shocked a little bit when she was saying, I can't feel when you be going on for X amount of hours. I'm like, I don't plan it to be like that. It's just the topic, rolls and we end up going that long. You know what I'm saying?
She was mad that you be having long shows? Like,
that's because sometimes people be making moves and things like that, so they can't just sit and listen to that full whatever. And I understand that. You just go back to the replay to do that.
Forward though, shit. Okay, so look, just me and you, man. As a Minnesota cat, man, Rick, man. I ain't dropping no names. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know who you're referring to. Not knowing personally, I heard of him. I'll say it like that.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, I'm a student of the game, so I had to ask, man.
Yeah.
And that's in your town, so.
Yeah. I mean, he's usually located in the town across the water from us, in the St. Paul area.
That Fort City shit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I just ask, man. It's like a motherfucker asking me about a nigga from the mill, man.
Huh.
Or a nigga asking me about a motherfucker from where I'm at, in the city. You know what I mean? Like, and shit, I'm going on. Hey, I will speak. Yeah.
Right. Now, let's, matter of fact, I don't want to so much make it about, that little brother, because to me, it's a lot of little brothers like that. I mean, what do you think about that type of take where, all women are the devil, but then, I played this female for X amount of dollars, but the money you played them for was, not nothing significant. That's almost like a motherfucker taking someone's purse and running off with it. That, to me, that ain't making moves. That's just, I can't even, I don't even know what to call that. It's just women are the devil, but I want someone obedient.
Hold on, rewind. Say it again. What do I think about what? Like
that type of thought process. That if you heard those particular lies where he was speaking, his piece on it, I couldn't really get a feel.
Who was speaking a piece?
Do a little mellow.
Oh no, I ain't hear it, bro.
Okay.
I did not hear it, and I really can't comment on it. But like all I know from dude is the little podcast we had when we was all on. Like, I don't know nothing about dude, none of that. That's the Ohio cat doing, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Man, nah. Okay, go on, break it down. I'll chime in. Give you my opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just speaking on the actions, not so much the person, because a lot of people could have these type of actions.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa was covering it a little bit, like when she was saying, if you think all women are the devil, then it's something within your childhood or resonating with your parents.
We were talking about that though. We were talking about that too though.
Yeah.
Like, and I said, no, all women ain't the devil.
Right.
Unless you non-melanated with blue eyes, type green eyes, type shit, you ain't the devil.
Right.
No, that's my outlook. That's my take on it.
Right.
Now, if you messing with the pale ale and green eyes and blue eyes, you playing with the devil. So if your game ain't tight, then that's on you.
Right. But I'm saying when someone says that statement, because I made a statement when he said that, I was like, so then what's the alternative? If they're all the devil, what's the alternative? You gonna go to men?
Nothing. I remember that.
Right.
I remember that. You gonna beat off, or you just be dry.
Right.
And ain't no alternative, which don't make no sense because they can't all be the devil. That means we the devil too because they gave us birth.
That's
like,
true.
shit.
Right.
Exactly. But yeah, man. Hey, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, fam, you seem kind of younger, man. Just cool out, Joe. Cool out. If you want some drugs, don't think about nothing when you want them drugs or nothing, man. Just, you know what I mean, be sober and think about your whole situation, man, and listen to any type of advice anybody give you, man. Because don't nobody give you no advice that don't want to help you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like advice, wisdom come from age, come from playing in this environment that we living in. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers giving it to you for free, especially on this channel. Motherfuckers giving it to you for free. Like I was trying to tell Lisa, she's so heated now. Like, man, I'm not that dude, man.
Right.
I'm just trying to soak up something, man, from a boss bitch like you. Shit.
Right. That's why I try to when you see them, when someone puts on a text, you can read it, interpret it in the wrong way versus when you come on,
exactly.
You can convey that shit.
And she was feeling some type of way, like I came at her. I did not even come at you, man, at all. Shit.
Right.
I've been listening to people and everything else, but hey, not me. I'm a gentleman, baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a player. I can't say I'm a feet no more because I ain't got old though. Anyway. Nigga retired, man. Anyway. Okay, so one thing I want to ask you though, and I'm gonna throw it out here on the channel, man, and since me and you chopping it up, man, what brought you into the game? Whether you was in it or not in it, claim it, don't want to claim it, what draws you to it or anything? What enticed you? What because I know you got a love for the game though, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm not no hater.
Indeed. Like, so, yeah, what did it for you?
I don't know.
What is it for you?
I mean, I can say this go back to probably the 1981 when I was a little kid, and I done seen players like I think I said it in one of the lives, riding in 76 Villes with the wax still on their cars with their hair and rollers and on Keystone spokes and Vogues. I'm like, man, when I get older, I want something like that. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's something that inspired me. You see these players every day because when you're a little kid, you're always at home. So you seeing them make moves all during the day while you doing your little kid thing. So, I mean,
looking out the window, huh?
yeah. I'm like, man, I want to be driving, something real nice, exclusive, wear some nice Vines and, have some choice female at my side and things like that. And then, you get to coming up a little more age and you get to, interact with some of those people, even though, in my era when I came up, the gang thing was going real serious. A lot of the player stuff kind of faded away.
I'm an 80s baby. You an 80s baby too?
I'm a 70s baby. 70s baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got me by a little bit. Hey, I had to throw that. I want to know. Okay.
Yeah. So, seeing all that, and having family members that's, claiming the shit, I ain't never claimed the shit, always through association. So, I seen how that side was too. I mean, yeah, it was people having money, people having females, but it was a little bit different than, how players was having it. So I just felt that, I didn't want to be to me, it's like I've been a jack of all trades. I touched my hand at a lot of things. Yeah, no. I mean, it's like I always wanted to not be pigeonholed in one thing. Like, oh, you only could do this or you only could do that. I want to, even though a lot of people talk shit about jack of all trades, like, oh, you ain't mastering anything, but I know a lot. To me, I look at it like I'm if you've seen it, Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman, he's like, I could get you anything. I'm damn near like brother man. I'm the hookup man. I could get you anything, and put you in touch with all kind of stuff.
Okay. I might need to hit your DM then. Shit. I might need to hit the DM then. Shit. But anyway. Yeah, that was my question, man. It's just me and you, so hey, I'm gonna keep it 200, man. Shit, like I said before.
Right.
I ain't know I was 200 till Shorty told me I was 200. But that's just me though.
Right.
And she was like, you 200. I was like, huh? I thought the bar stopped at 1. What you mean?
Right.
He was like, you just gonna say whatever the fuck you want to say, how you want to say it. I was like, there's no choice. What you mean?
Right.
He was like, you 200. I can't fuck with you, and ran off. For the record, and ran off.
Yeah, I understand about some people, and a lot of people don't understand that fearfulness. I done been ride with my people I consider my brother. We've been, matter of fact, if you check in that video where I posted all my caddies, it's the white caddy I had with the Rolls Royce grill on it and all that, and the roof in it, the big body Fleetwood. We were riding on the south side one time, and the female seen the car, and as soon as she seen it, she got to running like full speed. I'm like, God damn, what made her do that? I mean, like, she act like she seen a ghost or something. I'm like, I ain't never got that type of response, but it does happen.
Man, no, I'm chopping up with this, man. You know what I mean? She was like it was campaigning to maintain at the time. You know what I mean? Like, she in the trap with me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, she was like, oh hell no, you 200. And I could have stomped down. I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. She ain't about this life.
Right. But you know what that made me? What made me think of that when you said that 200? that automatically catapults me to that Maury when I'm like, I'm 1,000% sure that he's the baby daddy. And then when the results are in, he is not the father. Oh, and all that crying and things and shit. Cause I don't place your bet so high when you don't really know the outcome. Not to say that ain't the outcome with you. That's something resonating with her. She can't deal with you like he's over 100. Then I can't even back up the 100. So another 100 added on top of that, I really can't deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
So I could have stopped down, maybe should have, but nah, I ain't get that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, she said that. I was like, okay, this is a wrap. Let me go and get back at Travis.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, like I told you, man, I ain't gonna lie to nobody, man. I tell her how it is. You know what I mean? When we was on the post, you know what I'm saying? I don't do the whole front shit, man. Everything with me authentic, man. Just like that.
No, I can't remember. Were you on there where we talking about confidence?
I think so. No, I heard that one though.
Yeah.
No, I got in on I don't know, some all brand shit though.
Yeah, it is just like I said. All these lives are different. Like this live tonight, even though this wasn't my live, this was the infamous Lisa Smith, and she just said, "Fuck it, I'm just going out. I'm getting too frustrated or whatever." She just done quit. I had to pick it up, but
she had to bust the moves, man.
Yeah.
Hey, a real one. Like I said, she was like, "What you mean?" When you said a real one, you a real one. What you mean? Like, hey, real recognize real shit.
Right.
I can hear it in your voice. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't saying nothing, but you know what I mean. She'll hear it later, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't like these other cats trying to get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try like a bitch, man. Shit. I'm try like a bitch, man. Hey, choose up if that's what it is. But anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just keeping shit 100, man. 200.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think this is some of the problems with little young brothers. When a female rejects them, they don't know how to handle that. It's like they get in their feelings about that shit. I mean, rejection's gonna fucking come.
Rejection come with the game, man.
Right.
Man, you gotta run through, you know what I mean, 50, 100, 200, man, to get that one, man. And then you gotta run through 200 more with that bitch to get to another one. Like it is what it is. But like she said, you know what I mean, polygamy ain't American. You know what I'm saying? And especially if it's us. Especially if it's us, because they don't want you to win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to have no stable. They don't want you to be eating. You know what I mean? They don't want me to be pulling up in this goddamn Rari, and I'm still gonna do it. And I don't get no fun.
Right.
Because I'm doing it for my little niggas that don't want to listen to me.
Right.
But once I put that thing in their face, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. Look. This is where we at. This is what we going through, Joe. Don't fuck up your life. Don't fuck up your rights for no little ass bag, G. Cause none of this shit mean nothing if you ain't building no family.
Right.
If you ain't no solid nigga, don't none of this shit mean nothing, man.
Right.
You don't want all the pussy in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
All the pussy in the world, head in the world, fuck all the bitches you want to. But if you ain't got shit when you leave, you ain't did shit. You just fucked 1 million bitches with no kids, and then you got a little bit of bread, and ain't got nobody to leave it to, and that ain't what nobody else do.
Right.
That ain't what nobody else do. Everybody else got they name means something.
Right.
So whatever the fuck your name is, man, embrace that shit, Joe. That's what my shit on my shit for real, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't hiding. You know what I mean? You can pull my record, man. I'm solid, G. You know what I mean? I'm one of the biggest gangsters in the family, and I don't give no fuck. I ain't talking about gangsters like GD, man. Period. But on some hood shit, I'm one of the biggest gangsters in the family, G. I don't give no fuck, and I rep that shit. I ain't saying it's good or bad.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I done went through it and got to it, though. That's the bad, too. You know what I mean? I done fit them bitches, man. Yeah. When it was good.
Yeah, you just gotta. I mean, they gotta get that.
You gotta be extraordinary. You gotta gotta be extraordinary. Cause ain't nobody trying to do no football numbers, man.
Right.
For real, funny as shit. Funny as shit. And you can still do it though. I never had it on the game because it's been here before I got here.
Right.
But they didn't move the goalposts, man. They didn't move the motherfucking goalposts again. And they gonna continue to do that shit. So
Right.
you gotta be super smart. You know what I'm saying? And you really gotta be with it. And you know what I mean? You might find you know what I mean, a stable of 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. To fuck with you.
Right.
But you gotta pick them right, and they gotta be right. Otherwise, you don't get football numbers.
Right. But I look at it like this.
That shit ain't even worth it.
It's not.
You can be a sucker. You can be a sucker. Just stay out the way and have a good life, though. You know what I mean? Period.
I just look at it.
It's just like the dope game. Like you would just not sell dope, and you can still live good. Go to school, get you a degree, and compete, man, and compete. But at any rate, man, like I said, I've been a street nigga since I knew what the street was. Shit, so I jumped out the porch, man. Period.
Right.
Go ahead, though, Rick. Go ahead, though.
No, I was just gonna say, a lot of these young brothers think they could watch all these old movies that were out when other people were finding success, but you know, them same people that are, you know, creating these laws, they don't watch these movies too, and they monitor a lot of these social media platforms, so you know, they know which way and which directions people is going. So, you know, you got to think about it like this: if you're watching it, they got to watch it too. So when you think you're building a strategy, they're building one too. You gotta have that type of mindset. You know, a lot of people don't like to think like that.
All aspects, man. All aspects, but you gotta be open to it. You gotta listen to what somebody tell you. Like I said, just with Lisa, like you said that shit, fam. That shit resonated. You gotta have all aspects open to anything and everything you doing, and then you can win. And you gotta study, you gotta master that shit, you gotta manipulate it, type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know what I mean? Man, we on enemy territory, G. We on enemy territory, fam. Period, point blank. We prisoners of war.
Right.
Motherfuckers that use and abuse us, fam, and we damage and everything else. So if you can happen to make it, you like, I don't know, modern day Jesus, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You like, you know what I mean? You something special, man. And most cats in the game is something special.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I know I'm something special. Shit. Motherfucker can't tell me nothing different, man. But that's just me though. You know what I mean? Like I can't stay down. Shit, I stay down to come up and that's it, man. That's a law.
Right.
Yeah, you already know, man. That's where I came from, though. You know what I mean? And I tell any of my young cats that though, but you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be smart. You gotta listen, man. You gotta pay attention to certain shit. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, man. You ain't gonna bag your way up to the top because you still gonna get knocked down, though.
Right.
If you ain't club with the man, that's the man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just
it is what it is, baby.
Yeah, people gotta really understand how they moving out here.
Because it changed every day.
Right.
It changed every day. And my thing is, the powers that's opposed to you, they get to use cheat codes. Like if you want to say life is a game, the powers opposed to you that want you to strike out, they get to use cheat codes.
Right.
You ain't got no cheat codes.
Right.
Melanated people, we ain't got no cheat codes. They eliminate all our cheat codes at any time, anywhere, at all costs. Ain't no cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got your bag up, you can't get you a pay. You gonna get booked, though.
Right.
You gonna get booked, you gonna get slammed every time. And then, depending on what's happening in your life and what you doing, you still gonna get booked. You can get a motherfucker 20 bands, he's still gonna get booked.
Right.
My nigga had that bag, like I just was talking about earlier on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
He had that bag. I know he had a top flight, he did, but he got booked. You know what I'm saying? He got slammed.
Right.
I'm talking about we was both. 1920-ish. Nigga just got out, man. Just got out a few years ago. You know what I mean?
Well, just think, it's like they can rewrite the laws for their favor for anything that they deem to see right. Because think of the Bill Cosby situation. He got all the money in the world, but it don't mean nothing. They came up with so many women.
He didn't really do too much with it, though. He gave a little money to HBCUs, but he didn't really do nothing with it, though.
I know, but I'm saying,
I
far as
feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him because he didn't really have no street in him. I'm gonna say that. But man, fam, you had money. You could make moves. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
like I was telling Lisa, like it's like people that got money, they scared. They scared to make real moves. You know what I'm saying? Like Akon or whatever. She like he in the veil with the Chinese. Yeah, he might be, but at the end of the day, he's still making moves. He still gave power to that whole village. You know what I'm saying? And that was his bank. You know what I mean? He did that. I still gotta respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel it from this aspect. I mean, a lot of people kind of will understand this aspect when I say it. Think of Tony Montana. This is a movie. Think about Tony Montana. Tony Montana was getting all kind of money. But who was bigger than him?
The motherfucker that was a rat, that was really the plug. And then, shit, he killed that motherfucker.
You talking about his boss, George Lopez?
Yeah. He whacked that motherfucker in the end, though. Shit.
But to me, the real plug was Sosa. He was the man.
Yeah, he got killed though.
Who got killed?
So okay, maybe I need to go home, pull that DVD out, blow that dust off there.
Right.
Because you be analyzing shit, man. Hey, I like that about you already on social shit in the movies though. Hey, and I peeped that.
Yeah, go rewatch it.
That, you know what I mean? Because fiction is real life.
Right.
Fiction is real life.
They got it from somewhere.
Hold on. Who was Sosa? Was Sosa the dude with the big ass mustache?
No, Sosa was a guy when he went down to Colombia, when he went down to South America.
Okay, yeah. He was untouchable, man.
Right.
That was white supremacy right there.
Right, because remember he said, I have politicians. You won't do no time in your country. All you have to do is pay fines. So if you got that kind of power to control, people that write these laws in Washington, where they catch you on camera and you don't do no time, this lets you know the power he wields. So essentially, not to follow what he's trying to lay out to you will be essentially suicide.
At the end of the day, fam, like, look, this America, man.
Right.
We in enemy territory, fam. Like America might typically shut down if we can't get no more dope. But they fuck us up for it. You know what I mean? Like America might really for real shut down. Like the Wolf of Wall Street. You saw that movie, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
That motherfucker doing all kind of cocaine. Yay. You know what I mean? Like, and how many traders probably just like him? Riding Ferraris and everything, recruiting motherfuckers like, you know what I mean? Whatever his damn name is and everything else. But think about, if they really shut it down and was like, war on drugs, period. No more trucks coming across Mexico, no more nothing.
Right.
Like America might really shut down. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna be sick and everything else. Like that opioid crisis.
True.
Like the opioid crisis right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna have a crisis like with cocaine. But motherfuckers will fly out, they got money and go get their own shit and come back and risk they, you know what I mean? Like cats that's melanated trying to get a bag. They will do it if that's what it came to. You know what I mean? Or fly out and take a boat to Haiti or Jamaica or any nearby island and grab their shit and come back. Because they got that bag like that.
True. I just look at it like this. Why you think America has so many bases in different countries. It's like, to me, those bases are like having a police station.
I'm woke as fuck. I'm already knowing, G. I'm already knowing. It is a police state, G. all these cops that's killing our little babies and everything else, and our teenagers and everything. You know what I mean? Fam, like for real, Joe. We on enemy territory. Period. We've been here for 400 years on enemy territory. Just trying to survive. We got to make a distinction between survival and thriving. There's a difference between surviving and thriving, cuz. And in between is sacrifice.
Right.
Period. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers can jump in the game just because they wanted to. Motherfuckers just ain't get out here and was facing the shit we used to face that they done turned into football numbers just because they wanted to.
Right.
It was a way out. Just like, hey, taking a brick and making two. Taking a brick and making 1.5. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Hey, capital.
Right.
Capital. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Capital
is what it is. And we got to put our little ass pennies together and let one person make $1. Take our little ass pennies together and let one person make $1 and hope and trust that motherfucker a real nigga. And then he gonna give 50 cents back to the next nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can get on. And then they gonna try to kill us. So we gotta be armed. We gotta be ready. You know what I mean? Strapped up, one in the chamber, and ready to rock and roll, man. For real. Because we know how they get down when they go through something that they don't like.
Right.
If we ready, we ready.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about, man. Shit. Hey, we was built for it, man. We just gotta understand we was built for it.
I just look at it now. We're in a day and age where, so many different social media platforms and so many people aspiring to be rappers, and there's so many people.
Even past that, fam, if we can wake the mass up, get these niggas to pull their pants up, stop fucking up their rights, stop playing the game with their rights. It ain't got nothing to do with where you at in that thing. You know what I mean? Like, this shit ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? Get your ass out the way. Get you a scholarship. Get your bands up. Build you a family and do like I'm pretty sure niggas how to do. You know what I mean? True. They might try to stop me, but they ain't gonna stop me. And hey, hit my line, man. I'll give it to you. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Give me $100, goddammit. And I'll lead you in the right direction. Right. Everybody want something for everything. Like, no, man. The game was supposed to be sold, not told, but hey, man, I'm finna do what I do, man. If it's the game, the real estate game, we're gonna get into, you know what I mean? I'm fucking with it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get it to a little nigga that's doing it, getting his bag. Yeah, man, I'll get it to you, man. Give me $1, though. Give me $1. Hey, bring me your contract. Show me what you want to do, and I'll tell you to get a bag. That's it. It don't take long. I know what I'm doing. Show me what you want to do. I'll tell you to get a bag. That's it, man. Because if we can't help us, we fucked, Joe. We fucked.
That's true.
Period. You know what I mean? It ain't about being sold, not told. You know what I mean? Everybody got $1. Shit. I keep $1 on my feet all the time. Sometimes way more than that. You know what I mean? But it's programmed that we got to be fighting and infighting with each other, man. It ain't that, though. We don't know we damaged. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to respect players, man. Any man is supposed to respect another man that's a player or a boss. Period. Right or wrong.
That's right, but you think about it like this. If you know someone that at heart really ain't moving a certain way, then, that respect mantra is out the door.
I'm just saying, though, like in anybody else community, though, besides ours. Like I was saying about my partner, man, that nigga was a player, man.
Right.
And the nigga spilled him over a couple bands. Maybe, I don't know, a couple bands, 5, 10, whatever. Nigga was getting money, man.
Right.
Like you weren't supposed to steal that nigga, man. Humble yourself. You can't be him. Wait your turn.
True. But hey, I wouldn't even put it past. Look, I wouldn't even put it past this. You know that first situation you ran down where you said your partner gave them people so much money and they still got them.
When the feds slam my nigga.
Yeah. Now who's to say, that could have been the same situation, but they said no, I'm not gonna do it. So then it's like, okay, well you're not gonna do it. Well, we're gonna send our little hitters to go do that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it was just block, and the goal, hey, it wasn't happening. Ain't nobody, and you gotta be a real hoe ass nigga go hit him. You know what I mean? Go shoot him with something, nah. That shit wasn't gonna happen.
So you saying them people don't got think about it like this. Have you seen what is that?
They might, but I'm from that time, fam. I'm a 90s baby, like. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers started to fuck me up just because I didn't want to be a folk-on hustler, G. You know what I mean? Like, and then they had to realize, like, no, hey, B, he on something else. You know what I mean? He ain't fucking with us. Because, yeah, that's just how it was. Same reason I didn't want to be a gangster disciple. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from structure, fam. I'm from structure. You know what I mean? When I came up in this shit, I saw structure. You know what I mean? You wait your turn. And you play your role. You know what I mean? Like I was 13, nigga on the house, nigga. Bless. She told me, man, you don't even need to be out here. Why is you out here? Why is you out here doing this? And I was like, shit, nigga, I want some Jordan. Fuck you, man. You get this bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was before I really, you know what I mean, learned anything and recognize the game and everything else. But, hey, motherfucker, been out here, you know what I mean? Like I said, hey, I ain't never gonna lie about cheating. Shit, I'm getting mine anyway. But, you know what I mean? I know I'll cheat, you know what I mean? From the old laws, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anything less than OTB, you ain't 100. But shit, as far as I know, nigga, I'm 100. I don't get no fuck. Shit. Period. You know what I mean? Hey, because them laws expired. You know what I mean? It's the tech age. Shit. We getting it every way we can get it. Fuck you talking about?
Now tell me this. Have you seen that old Kurt Russell movie called Dark Blue?
Dark Blue? No, I ain't.
That'd be one to check out because essentially, he's like a detective, but he's a racist detective. But essentially, he got hitters in the street, gang members that essentially he can bust them for certain things, but he has them do missions and demos to knock people out that he wants knocked out. Is essentially what I'm saying.
It happens though. That's real life though. It ain't just movies, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of cats watch movies and they don't understand that shit really be real life. You know what I mean? Like I ain't seen the movie that happened with my guy. Maybe like, you know what I mean? Like goddamn it, Frank Lloyd, Frank Nick, whatever the fuck his name was. Like in that shit, but it's like it's crazy because you ain't really, if you're not really in the life, you think that shit just a movie. You know what I mean? Like if I wasn't me and motherfuckers listen to me right now, you wouldn't think a nigga I went to school with was running $1 million block for real. 16 bands times 12 hours. Times 7 motherfucking days a week. You put that shit in your calculator. Tell me what the fuck that add up to in a month or in a year. Type shit.
All right.
Oh, credit go. Oh, credit go.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So anybody that want to doubt me, man, put that shit in your fucking calculator, man. Motherfucker said, give me 15 and you got fucking 60 minutes. You got 60 minutes, give me 15. And he had that 15. They flipped his ass. Add that shit up.
All right.
15, not even 16. Not even 16.
But think about the technology they have that we don't, too many ain't privy to. Because, a lot of people don't know the NSA been going on since World War II. So you think back in the, 40s, whatever? That been in effect. So they've been listening to...
COINTELPRO? You talking about that COINTELPRO? See?
They've been listening to the phone lines a long time is what I'm saying. So they got more knowledge on certain situations than they let know.
Like COINTELPRO, shit. Like that started with Nixon type shit, though. Right or wrong?
True, but what I'm saying is NSA, that trumps that. It goes back further than that is what I'm saying. So I'm saying they've been listening.
I think it really started with wiretaps, though. You know what I mean? And that shit really started with Nixon.
Go look up the NSA and see when they came into effect. They came into effect in World War II. So
before Nixon.
Yeah, before Nixon. Nixon was just in the 60s.
Okay, hey, but yeah, technology, a motherfucker, man.
Right.
It is. And we need to get on the break and the age. You know what I mean? Like okay. So I've been trying to look into it and find out that cat that's fucking with that figure shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's over in Russia right now.
Yeah. He got a whole 5G network and everything else. He's doing his thing, and we need to get behind him because we can build that as our shit. You know what I mean? Even though he's African, he ain't U.S., but he African or whatever. But most cats don't even see that little shit pop up on their YouTube. Don't pop up on their Facebook or nothing. You know what I mean? Like we can take that, fam, he's a genius. And we can take that and run with it. Like he can be bigger than Sprint. He got 5G in Africa type shit right now.
Quiet as it kept. Quiet as it kept. They probably got that right now running. Think about it. If you got family members,
I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about though, right?
You talking about who? What's his name again?
Man, it's a brother, and he got 5G smartphones, his own smartphones, and all I know is his name is Figures. And the phones is Figures or whatever. It's over there. It ain't over here.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Google it. You see it, you know what I mean? And don't nobody know about it. It randomly pop up, you know what I mean? But, my algorithm send me black positive stuff. You know what I mean? That's who I am, whatever. You know what I mean? But no, it's a cat, man. He bringing 5G to Africa, G, for real. And then I think he tried to Jeezy fucking with him as a spokesperson or something. He came over here and got Jeezy. Look, Google it. You will see it.
Yeah, I'm about to look that up.
We ain't got to do a show on it or whatever. But hey, man, you know what I mean? I'm pro-black. That don't mean I'm anti-white or nothing.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I'm about my folks, man. I'm about myself.
Right. Let me get.
I want my kids tonight. You know what I mean? Like not have to worry about the shit I worry about.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to that bag where he ain't gotta think about no bag. He gotta do what the fuck I tell him to do.
Right.
Because I'm his daddy. And that's that lineage, you know what I mean?
All right. Now I'm gonna give shout out to a cat like Jay Just. He came in. He said, "What's up, peoples? What's going on with you, cat like Jay Just?"
Get in the box, man. We need a topic, man. Let's top it up, man. Share, like, and subscribe, man.
Right.
I'm gonna chime in for my shit though, man, for real, because I got my own little shit, man. I ain't been doing nothing, but I started off good and then just got busy. You know how that be.
Yeah.
Especially in the game. Yeah. I got busy, but man, I got hella footage.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna send no shout out right now, but I might need a little plug later on.
Matter of fact, you see Sir Lloyd Choice Keith in there. You click on his thing, you go directly to his page and go in there and subscribe to his joint. But
that ain't my joint though. My joint is Channel of Choice though.
Okay.
Channel of Choice. You know what I mean? But I gotta get it right. I don't want no paper right now because it's all. But I'm gonna get it right though. You know what I mean?
Well, you can still include the link over there. So you're like, okay, you go over here. Now you click that link to go over there. So
Yeah. Indeed. It did. You gonna make me pull up in Minneapolis. Fuck with your ass, man.
Oh, what? Cadillac want me to put him in, so let me hold on. Let me throw Cadillac up in there.
Come on, Cadillac, man. Hey. Real niggas chopping up doing real thing, cuz. Come on in. Shit. Bring the topic. Shit. We just up here chopping off the dome, man. Shit. Lisa done left when we got her money. We cool. We cool.
Yeah,
running off her line.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're gonna see everybody that's gonna come in on the replay. Like, wait a minute, why did it turn to this? I mean, we started off with Lisa Smith, but we didn't finish with her.
She left.
Right.
She had to go get her bag. Shit. Real one do real things. Shit. Saturday night. I don't chime in a lot, you know what I mean? Because I'm a square nigga now, man. Square nigga with a job. You know what I mean? Like, I can't chime in. I ain't out here catching straight cash no more, man. Shit.
Square nigga with sharp edges. Hold on.
Man.
What up, Cadillac J.
Yo,
Jones?
we got. Yo.
What's going on?
What's happening? Oh, man, what's up to it, man? I just woke up. What's up?
Yeah, you don't.
Just woke up to it, man. You just woke up to it, man. I just woke up to it. You know what I'm talking about? You must have had a hell of Friday night, brother. Shit. Long day. You know what I'm saying? Had to get away from everybody. Hold on, let me take a nap about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Get up. What's up? Already, man. I missed the show. What did I miss? I missed everything.
Oh yeah, you missed Lisa Smith and everything.
It was Lisa's show, but you know, she had to go get that bag, so I ain't mad at her. Hey, she had clients. I think. Or I might be wrong. Why you want to argue with her, man? Like, she got a whole ass attitude, man. Man, she got a whole ass attitude. But hey, I ain't seen her, but I bet she that bitch though. I bet. I can hear in her voice. Anyway, no offense though, Lisa. I'm just saying, like, hey, you sound like you that bitch. Anyway. Oh man. Moving on. I ain't seen her.
No, if you click on her icon when she comment, you'll be like, ooh.
I know that was when I hear them though. You know what I mean? They hard to find. Anyway, I ain't trying to compete with you, man. Hey, put the beard in, man. Sit your shit down, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So what's the topic? What we talking about? Man, ain't no topic, man. What you on waking up, man? What's on your brain? Anyway, I'm quiet. I'm gonna get my ass back in the corner. I'm talking too much shit. I'm in the corner. I'm gone. You gotta talk to that 5G about it. You know what I'm saying? I was saying, wait for that for right now. I'm about to go in the strip club though.
Oh, okay. So you wake up to get in the strip club.
Yeah. You know, I'm about to check the game out, see what's going on, man. You know, around the show. Damn, what time in the where you at, motherfucker? It's about 1:30. You know what I'm saying? You got a hot 30 minutes or what? Yeah, I got about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hot 30 minutes. I feel you, shit. I can't wait to get back straight, Joe. Shit, I'm gonna be in the same position. Shit. Hey, I go live from the wheel. Hey, and some motherfuckers, let me chime in. Goddamn it. Hey, so is you out the game now? You don't fuck the game no more? Hey, man. I'm retired, man. I retired, for real. Unless I find me a Lisa Smith, man, that's really about that business, man, then I'm straight, G. I got a next gen I'm worried about. G, and I ain't sacrificing nothing for him. You feel me? Yeah. Give me a Lisa Smith, and we have another one, and we gone. Shit, I'll be back. But at any rate, yeah, man, yeah. These hoes ain't about shit. Really, right now, to me, yeah. Cash out me $40. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, ho. That's just where I'm at, though. I don't know where everybody else at, but these whole thing niggas got $40 of cash out there. Bitch, man, cash out me $40. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Man, I ain't got no cash out, but I got straight cash, though. Fuck out of here. And I'm done. Yeah.
Hey, Cadillac, come a little closer to the mic because you're kind of low a little bit. I want to make sure the people hear you.
Nah, I retired though, Cadillac, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm trying to get on the bigger and better things, man. You know what I mean? Build some real family, you know what I mean? Do some real shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Do some real shit, man. Make some major moves. I ain't talking about no $40 shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have commas, man. I need me a comma bit.
Now, Cadillac, you ain't got the side one tonight, do you? Or you said you going out to the strip club, so you ain't got the side piece tonight.
Nah, he's free balling. He's free balling. You taking a whistle? You taking a whistle?
No, I got rid of her earlier. She bought me some Captain D's. That's what fucked me up, eating that bullshit. I went to sleep.
What the hell is that, man? What you ate, man?
I ate like some fish or some shit. Well, she got it, but I ate some of her shit. And I was like, okay, baby, get back to it.
See?
Got her away from the end.
Where you at, Cadillac? Ohio?
No, North Carolina. The Carolinas.
The North Carolina? Oh, wow. I was just eating good with my little friend from North Carolina, man. She could go down there. Oh, shit. I might have to visit. I ain't gonna say her name, but I might slide down there and visit her. You know what I mean? Come on down. If she can't get it right. Hey, my nigga. Hey, I might just have to hit you, man. You know what I mean? If I decide to slide. If you know what I mean, shit don't play out the way I want it to play out, I'll slide down there, you know what I mean?
You in the middle, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin, man, Wisconsin.
Okay, y'all boys up that way, all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? We brothers, man, you know what I mean? No matter where I'm at, yeah, it's all love.
What y'all talk to Williams and Lowe and all them? Everybody call them?
Nah, Williams.
Oh, Lowe was on earlier, but yeah, Lowe was on earlier, but Will wasn't on.
Okay.
Will getting his rest. We'll be putting them out and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be putting them out. I'll be putting in hours too, shit.
Nah, so I ain't say I'm retired, but I lay low though. But I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm retired, but I don't want to be retired, nigga. I love the game, but hey, you know what I mean? Hey, in the millie, man, these bitches always fucked up, though. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I gotta pull a vet out or a Maserati to fucking get shit straight. Yeah, I ain't doing it. It ain't working.
Oh no, that's why I'm in the extra show. Yeah.
I'm just saying though, like we talking about tools and shit, man. There's so much food shit around here, man. It don't even make no sense, though. Real niggas ain't even respected no more, though. For real. Bitch talking about cash out me $40. Bitch, you ain't look at my profile, bitch. I'm not cash out to you shit.
Right.
What you talking about?
You been dealing with too many suck ass niggas.
I ain't even got no cash out. What you talking about? Bitch, I got straight cash. And I ain't gonna give it to you anyway. What you talking about? Bitch, let me get that bag. Yeah. Anyway, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on who you're talking to now, so it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm just talking about that social media shit, Joe. Instagram, tag, whatever, you know what I mean? Hey, if you want some other shit I don't know about with the real hoes, let me know. Shit, I'll jump on that bitch too. Shit, but nah. Snapchat, nigga, I do the hot PJs on Snapchat, nigga. These all know who I am. They play.
So you got your pay anyway. Yeah, I feel you. I don't want to get
These hoes want too much, man. These hoes want too much. They used to all these fuck ass niggas, though, and they take real niggas for granted, for real. Period, point blank, man. You know know what I mean? Like I said, I got my neck gen, though. I done fell back, man. I got my little neck gen. I'm cool, man. Yeah. Cool, man. I'm trying to find me at least a child to get the fuck out the way. Have one more, and hey, that just take up to the ceiling, man. Get the fuck out the way, period. That's the best way, though. Yeah, hey, man. It take a village to build a family, or whatever the fuck she said. She was right, though. Oh, man, I missed that. You did, though. No. It take a village to raise a child, Dak. That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. This 17 got a nigga right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a whole ass alcoholic. A whole ass alcoholic. Hey, Reek, what up, Reek?
What's going on with you? Besides food.
You falling back, man. You need to not fall back so much, man. Man, give a nigga that game, man.
Shit, y'all chopping it up real good. I mean, if I hear something that ain't right, I'm gonna intervene. But y'all been, going back and forth right. Now, if we had that other cat on here talking that other stuff, that's when I would have came in. Say that again.
I was waiting on Lisa shit, man. Shit, where you at? Your ass in the comments.
Yeah, I was in. That's how I do. Hey,
cause get your ass in the box, man, and knock these hater ass niggas off the box trying to piss her off and fuck up the whole damn stream. Like, I got in the box just cause. Y'all had any shows tonight? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers pissing Lisa off.
Yeah.
I got in the box just cause. Shit. Niggas trying to piss Lisa off. I don't even know her, but I'm just like, damn, you can't respect Lisa, nigga? Let me get in here. I'm gonna talk other shit, nigga, and I ain't worried about it, nigga. Shit. What you talking about?
Yeah, because matter of fact, both you and Lo was like, nigga, call in. Shit, if you got such a problem, call in. I heard when y'all was saying that, when Lo was saying that at first before you got on the
And I thought Lo was talking to me. I don't know who Lo was talking to. I thought Lo was talking to me. That's why I got in. For real.
No.
Like, man, she a real one, G. She bossed up, nigga. Hey, if your weight ain't up there and you can't get her and you want her, nigga, fall back, nigga. Get your weight up and you might get her, but you probably won't, nigga. I can't know. Nigga. I hate I missed that one.
Oh, you catch the replay.
Hey, he gonna load it. I'm just saying though, niggas in there pissing her off, and I'm like, man, she doing her thing, making moves, nigga, like it's random. She doing her show, man. How the fuck you gonna piss her off? She said something once, then she said something twice, and she was like, nigga, I just hang up the phone. I get off this shit, and I'm like, man, let me get in here, man. Let me give her a say later, man. Calm her down. Reese, it was worse than me?
Oh yeah, it was way worse than what you be doing. It was way worse. Y'all got a relationship where she y'all play with each other, but this person was down there making her. When you think about it, like I said, if you check this on the replay, it's called Lisa Smith Live. It was just supposed to be her, but she ended up getting off, doing what she do. But yeah, she was getting hot until Choice came in to kind of smooth the shit out a little bit.
I had to. I had to, though. Like, hey, man, hey, I'm a real one, G. Shit. The fuck out of here, G. Like, you ain't finna fuck up no real one live with me. And I'm watching, listening, hell no. Hell no, nigga. I'm from Chicago, man. I run the mill, 262 racing. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait. Now, Choice, hold on.
Racine is baby Chicago. That's what they call Racine, baby Chicago.
Choice. Let Calax speak on. Calax, speak on. Run down the situation when you had Mello on the call. What you think? So Choice should kind of get up to date on that situation.
Oh, he wanted to hear some game from like a pimp point of view, almost, but he was almost on some square shit, but he was cool though. For real. I'm listening. But he wanted to hear the game. you know, frustrated. It's almost like he was talking about that social media shit too. Talking about, you know, the chicks don't want to, you know, cooperate, basically. And I'm like, nigga, fuck them hoes, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, get your money up, nigga. That's cooperation within itself. Once they see you starting to see you having your way, they'll fuck with you. That's kind of what it is, though. It's the same thing. Like you said, if you ain't pulling up in a Maserati or a bed or something, they ain't gonna say that to you. But there's ways around that, though. If you got the game. Man, okay. You done or you getting? You know, like I said, Sam, it's all tools to the game, baby. It's all tools to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like tools to a bitch, what you about and where you from type shit. You know what I mean? But it's certain ways to it, though. You know what I mean? If you up and coming, hey, you do what you do. But when you got a role, you got a big boy, you got a family, you know what I mean? You got whatever, you know what I mean? Like in the dough, motherfuckers know you pulling up with that ticket, though. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers know you pulling up with that ticket, so you that nigga. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Reed, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers that jumped on Cuban links now. You know what I mean? Like we passed this change and everything else. Everybody gotta have Cuban links. I can't have a Cuban link unless my shit 50, 60, 70 or better. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my shit authentic. Everything about me authentic, though. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm hold on. Can I finish? Good, you got it. Brother, can I finish, brother? Okay. So, me myself, like, when I pull up, bitch, I pull my whole motherfucking class around and let you see that seed. And let you know I done spent that ticket. You know what I mean? Just so you know, before we even talk. Like, and then I'll spin it back, and then I'll put it back on my shit. Just so you know, if you ain't see the Gators, if you ain't see me, and you don't know who the fuck I am, bitch, I'm choice. And I'm authentic. You know what I mean? Yeah. In the club, you know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck I'm driving, but you know, look, these all BS's, man. These all official. I'm spent up. But them tools to the game, though. Them tools to the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them tools to the game. And hold on. But if you ain't got tools to the game, you gotta go hard in the paint and you gotta make it happen. You gotta make it count. You know what I mean? You gotta make it do what you do if that's what you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm retired, fam. I'm not trying to let no weak ass bitch give me no more fucking football numbers. 10. Yeah. Period. You know what I mean?
Good choice. Let's go stop and go. Let's go stop and go.
It's on you, cuz.
Go ahead, Cadillac.
Alright, so this is what I'm saying. I'm a Carolina nigga, right?
Right.
Okay. I like to move. I'm a country nigga. I like to move in a lot of different places by myself. So I can't walk up with all my shit on in all these different places. So that means I'm low key. So I'm low key to the game. So that means I ain't got no jewelry on. You don't see my car. Cause if I go to like Atlanta or Miami, I'm gonna get robbed if I walk in with all my shit. So I gotta use strictly game when I'm in different places. So to a point, you go to you ain't necessarily gonna get robbed, bro. You ain't necessarily gonna get robbed. Fam, I'm a player by myself though. Hey, fam, you don't understand, fam. Like, listen, I'm from the mill, G. Actually, nigga out there in Racine. If a motherfucker ain't heard me, nigga out there again at 262. You know what I mean? I'm in Racine, but I go to the mill, fam, and I ain't never got robbed in the mill. I done got robbed in Racine 2 times. But past that though, real niggas gonna embrace you, G.
Right, but let's think about it like this though, Choice. If you pull up with one of them Cuban link joints around your neck, and everybody know what the number is on that, and you in a strange town.
And I'm having it, ain't nobody robbed me. So I feel you.
Wait.
What I'm saying is, I'm gonna have it though.
Wait.
I'm talking about I'm gonna have it.
Oh, I understand that, but go ahead and speak. Go ahead and speak, Cadillac.
What I'm saying is, go ahead, Cadillac. Go ahead. I like to move underground. I like to walk in the spot like a square. I like to look like I don't got nothing on me. You ain't bad. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. That's my game. That's car move.
Okay, so you're saying you just like to move like that.
I didn't move like that too, you know what I mean? But me myself, like in my space, past where I'm at right now, I couldn't even move like that. I just couldn't. Shit. Once a nigga get draped and fresh, nigga, I'm gone. Fuck out of here. Hey, I got that thing on me and I ain't playing no game.
I mean, like, that's what I mean. Like, I still can creep up next to your bitch and I can slide something to her ear. She get a game. She with me. I don't matter what you got on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you know what, and I'm not down that, but nigga, it depends on the nigga and it depends on her.
That's true. Right.
Yeah. Cause you said you gonna slide up just fresh and regular and whatever. Nigga, stop playing, nigga. I got a whole Cadillac, nigga, in the garage. Nigga, if you ain't got no Cadillac, why my bitch gonna fuck with you?
oh, she can hit the game. It's little shit I can say. That's gonna make her think about it.
No, not a bitch that wanna be with a winner though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying you're not a winner though. I'm I'm saying period is tools to the game though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking shit and everybody think I'm talking shit. But then if motherfuckers that really know me, they gonna see me on my gram and my book with that Rari. Nigga, I'm not talking no shit, nigga. I'm finna grab that bitch and throw that bitch on them deuces and them foes in the back, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
I done did it though. I done seen it. Like, I've seen it.
Right. But a bitch that really want to be with a winner, fam, like you not finna just approach some motherfucker as an up and coming and snatch no nigga bitch. Like okay, look, fam, hey.
Wait. Let me point. Let me draw.
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The only reason that I'm not in the game no more is because I fucked around. And had my neck jammed. How about that? Period.
Okay.
Do that make sense? Yeah.
Right, but let me paint this scenario so then let me paint this scenario so both of y'all can speak on it.
You can't get knocked if you see your bitch to get that bread, though. You can't get knocked if you see your bitch to get that, man, please.
Oh, you
please.
can get knocked now.
Hell no. Nah, because your bitch supposed to go get that bread. You ain't getting knocked ain't part of getting bread. Getting knocked ain't part of getting bread, cuz.
Yeah, but you can get knocked though. You can get knocked.
Getting knocked ain't part of getting bread, though, fam.
That's true.
Listen to me.
That's true, now. I ain't disagreeing with you.
Okay, then, fam. I'm telling you.
That too, and I look at it like this: you gotta think.
Go get that bread and come back home. That's it, kid. Fuck you talking about? You get knocked? Okay, I just said I ain't never been knocked.
Me either.
Okay, then. So you know what it is.
Right.
You're not part of the game, and I'm gonna take it like a G. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't gonna shoot nobody over a bitch.
Right.
At all.
But
You feel me?
well, think about this.
You feel me? I ain't gonna go there over a bitch, you know what I mean? But hey, respect, shit, I give a bitch their clothes and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch, bye. Fuck you. You know what I mean? But hey, I ain't never been knocked. For real. I got knocked cause hey, okay then. Shit.
Hey, let me.
I got knocked cause my bitch had my gin, G. My next gin. That's it. That's why I'm out the game, nigga. You know what I mean? That's why I'm out the game, man. Old as fuck, nigga. Got a 5-year-old. Old as fucking got a 5-year-old, nigga. Hey, I got other shit to do, man. I love that nigga more than the game, though. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah.
Like that. Just like that.
Okay, let me add this point in. Okay, so like you're saying,
I'll be waiting on you, nigga. I'll be waiting on you, nigga.
Look.
I'll be waiting on you.
look, you said kind of like you said, anyone could be knocked, but you got to figure, you shooting whatever to her ear. You're in a atmosphere you may not be familiar with. Okay, we all know in this day and time, not everybody's with taking a knocking. So that means that dude can have a trigger on him. He can feel some kind of way about that. So how do you deal with that situation if that comes about?
Man, go ahead, Cadillac. I'll chime in later.
You go.
I'll chime in later after you get done. Go ahead.
You don't deal with that. If she see what you gonna choose, she gonna come with you later. If you get it, you got it.
No, I'm not saying on her end. I'm saying on his end, coming at you. How do you deal with it?
Oh nah, if I gotta deal with that, I ain't fucking with her. I'm down. We good. I ain't fucking with that. But how I would deal with this shit, I don't know. I got my shit on the too, so we don't need to escalate that far. It shouldn't. If we do it, we get into it. But you know, that's the game.
Straight player, man.
Yeah.
Straight player, man. Hey, you sound like a nigga like me, Joe. I ain't gotta buy you a drink, nigga. I give the bitch clothes, nigga, and buy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? But I will buy you a drink, nigga. I'm still not gonna lose. I'm still ain't losing. Shit. You knock me, but hey, like I said, I ain't never been knocked. Shit, I got knocked from my kid, Joe. For real. I said, bitch, we done. Fuck you talking about?
I done gave a couple.
Hey, you ain't gonna be out here doing what you do. Hey, and my name on it, bitch. You ain't gonna be fucking up the choice household name, bitch. Bitch, go get a job. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
you a mom.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I did it, so why can't you do it? You know what I mean? But anyway, you know what I mean? Hey. I wasn't winning the way I wanted to win at that point no more, so I was like, hey, fuck it. I'm straight. And the nigga still winning those, though. For real. They don't get no fuck. You know what I mean? Like, hey, the game is beautiful, nigga, but hey, once you wake up, though, shit, and realize what it is, hey, the game and everything, shit. Nigga, hey, you sound a little younger, man. Nigga can't pull all-nighters, man, and break bitches the way motherfuckers used to. Shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how old are you again, Cadillac JJS?
What's that?
I said, how old are you again?
36.
Okay. Yeah, you ain't far from choice.
Shit, nigga, I'm pressing, nigga. I'm pressing, man. I'm 38. I'm finna hit that 4. I'm finna hit that 4 in a minute, nigga.
We all in the same. We the same. Close to it.
Hey, you know what? And the game fucked me up, though. You know what I mean? The game fucked me up, though. You know what I mean? It gave me a reckoning. You know what I mean? My shorty got cancer and shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it fucked me up, man. I think that was just, you know what I mean? The universe telling me, man, hey, nigga, stop being that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I almost killed my shorty. Like, shorty 3, couldn't even crawl. Was trying to walk and you know what I mean? Hey, I just look at what it is. You know what I mean? Everything happened for a reason.
That's true.
You know? Yeah. But anyway, I don't want no side story for nobody. Don't never think, whoever the fuck out here listening think I need no side story.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I know you all don't. Y'all don't, my brother. I know y'all don't. But I'm talking about life in general. You know what I mean? I feel what I did, what I got, and everything else. Like the universe did that to me because of who I am. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The universe like, fuck you, Toy. Shit. Fuck your baby, nigga. You know what I mean? Damn, I'm gonna show you goddamn cancer, man. Yeah, what you put out. Go ahead and say it. What you put out, you gonna get back.
I just look at it, life hands all of us different situations, and only we can deal with them the way we deal with them. Like I said, I don't spoke before. I had a younger cousin. She's probably like just made 42, and she had a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and she died on Christmas. You know, and that just had to make her man that married her. Step up in his daughter's life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a sad thing.
The universe works crazy, dude.
Right.
It do. No matter what environment we in, even though we prisoners of war, like we still gotta deal with, universal facts. You know what I'm saying? Like God don't want us losing. The Lord don't want us losing. God don't want us losing. Allah don't want us losing the way we is. But we can't get it together. Whatever the fuck you believe spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really spiritually like that. You know what I mean? I grew up Baptist, you know what I mean? Went into Muslim, and now, nigga, hey, I'm just all about black empowerment because they finna whack us out. Period.
They trying to.
They try to. And we don't put on force to help us. Man, please. Man, please. Hey, we gonna be out bad.
Right. Just
but
think.
It's okay. Whatever.
Just think.
You know what I mean? It's cats that's on this channel, that's listening to this channel, that's gonna save all of us. Unfortunately. You feel me? Unfortunately. For real. Like motherfuckers that everybody talks shit about, that everybody hated, and everything else. The real cats, the soldiers, is what's gonna save everybody. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. That's who I am. And I ain't bullshit, fam. I'm giving this motherfuckers raw, fam. Ain't no front, no nothing, man. Like I said, man, you can hit my book, my gram, anything. And you ain't gonna find nothing on me that ain't me. Kid. You know what I mean? A lot of cats ain't on social media. I'm on social media. You know what I mean? I'm on social media. You can find me. I ain't hard to find. You know what I mean? I ain't hard to find.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna look you up too, but I'm gonna come where you at, and you gotta take me to the strip club where you at. That's all.
We going to the mill because we ain't got nothing in my city, but we going to the mill and I'm plugged in the mill, man. Hey, we can go run it up, man. You know what I mean? We can go run it up, man. Have some fun, man. You might get chose, man. You know what I mean? I might get chose. You know what I mean? Whatever, but hey. Anyway.
Hey, boss man, Reed.
Yeah.
I gotta call y'all back, man. I gotta get back to it, man.
Man, go get back to it, man. Be safe, though, man. Be safe, be smart, man.
All right. Okay, on that note, we've been on 200, and well, I can't say me because I ain't been on totally 207 minutes, but you damn near a close second being on a lot of minutes because you was on there with Lisa Smith when she started this whole thing, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
She had to go get her bag.
Right.
She had to go get her bag. But hey, I just chimed in to holler at Lisa a little bit, man. Not holler at Lisa like that, but just you know what I mean, chime in, fuck with her, man. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
You remember back when I asked you about her, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she was real, I knew she was real. I could hear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she had an attitude tonight, man. You know what I mean? She had an attitude tonight.
Yeah, but think about it like this.
Not an attitude that you know what I mean, like super bad, but she did. Talking about I'm gonna hang out. Like, why you gonna hang out? Just boot that motherfucker the fuck out. What the fuck you talking about? But anyway.
Yeah. I just from time to time, because I get that sometimes, but like you said, you just boot them out. Like, oh, you talking too reckless, you out of here. You got that power to do it.
I thought you was in there, man. You in the comments letting her do her thing and shit, man. You might need to be in the comments bullying motherfuckers, cuz shit. Period. But that ain't your thing, so I feel you, cuz.
No, my thing is, if you feel strong enough in what you say, put your number up to get a conversation going. Because, yeah, you can type all kinds of stuff. You can do that. But when you get on this phone and talk, can you combat it?
The cat that was talking mad shit didn't even put his shit up.
No, he did not. He kept saying he did, but he didn't. Like, y'all done put your numbers up.
He did. Hey, I put my shit up, cuz.
Right.
Fuck. I'm out the game. Otherwise, I would have gave him my gold trombone. I'm still gonna get in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I ain't dropping no more. Shit. I ain't got no gold phone.
Right.
Yeah.
But before this thing do like it did the last time and freeze up where I can really put it up right, let me end it while it's still letting me do that, since we done ran over to
already, man.
209.
Already,
but I'll try to come on tomorrow. Hopefully, We get some more people want to chime in.
Try to do something tomorrow, man.
You gotta be on the job site tomorrow. Or you still off?
No, I got my next gen, and I'm gonna try to take his ass to the little picnic and shit we got going here, moving the hood type shit. But you know what I mean? Like I said, what time? That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I do damn near every 9:30, 9:15.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably be around.
Right. And I see it's 7 people in there. We only had one other. I want to say Lo was chiming in every now and then, but I mean, who else was out there? I mean, it's 7 people listen to us talk. Who else is there? Hopefully I hope you ain't blocked. I mean, I have had to block some people in past times, but hopefully, with us signing out, you can say, "Hey, Rick, I was here, I'm out of here," or Choice, I was here, I'm out of here.
Even though motherfuckers that's live, like you might just be getting better views when motherfuckers chime in once you get done. Like it might just be that way.
That's true.
Everybody ain't real, man.
That's true.
Everybody ain't real. Everybody ain't gonna call in, put their number in or whatever. Like I said, man, go get that Google number, make it, make it official.
Yeah, make it a little more easy for them to do that.
Go ahead and do that, man. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm me. You know what I mean? I don't get no fuck. Like, nobody can't touch me, G. I'm solid. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I don't do shit but work and take care of my kids, man.
Right.
Yeah. But everybody else that's from that life, like they ain't finna post their shit. They don't know what's gonna happen or whatever. They weary or whatever, man. You know what I mean? But
that's true.
Don't get that Google number, man. That ain't shit.
Right.
Email account, man.
Matter of fact, after I get off of this, I'm gonna try to watch some little YouTubes on that on how to set that joint up, and hopefully I can post it up and people hit that line.
It's a new email. You can just delete whatever you got in your shit and just go to goddamn Google and make a new Google and put a Google number in there. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, and no extra shit. Just delete the shit so it ain't your shit and just start over fresh. Like, it ain't that hard. You know it. You a smart nigga.
Yeah.
You a smart nigga, G. You got the whole gravity thing down there. I'm trying to catch up, nigga. But you can go and get you a Google number or man, and it's other shit too you can use if you want to. I would say a Google number though.
Yeah.
Because the Google number gonna be solid once you lock it in and you're in.
All
you
right.
gotta add it to you to the kind. Like just get it and then add it to you code it on later type shit. You know what I mean? Like once you get it, then refill in all the blanks type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But let me
on their platform though.
That's true.
But anyway,
let me wrap this up.
you already know, cuz. You already know, Reed, man.
All right.
You know what I mean? One.
We up out of here.